good evening to you once again. Welcome to high school football action on Central Illinois Sports, live tonight from Athens, Illinois, as the 0-1 Athens Warriors play host to the 0-1 Pittsfield Sockies in a Sangamo Conference matchup. Beautiful evening for high school football alongside John Hull and Justin Poor. I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Looking forward to the matchup tonight. A lot of things to talk about in preparation. So we'll step aside of the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, and we're back with more after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are and where you want to go and designs a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today at sheiladavidsmeyer.nm.com. Northwestern Mutual is the marketing name for Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company and its subsidiaries in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
At Blessing Health, our pediatrics team is with you and your family in the moments that matter most. From first steps to growing up healthy and strong, supporting their passions as their biggest cheerleader, and guiding them towards their dreams. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way. Visit us at blessinghealth.org to learn more and schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Here to help you with all of your banking needs, close to where you live or on the go at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and Equal Housing Lender. The Pittsfield Sockies and the Athens Warriors matching up here this evening. Both teams suffered a loss in their opening game of the season. Athens got to play state runner-up Maroa Forsyth to start the year and lost 48-7, although the game was only 13-0 at the halftime score, so a big second-half adjustments for Maroa, but Athens showing they can stick right in there. The Sockies lost 29-20 to Riverton a week ago in a game they turned the ball over 6 times, and they'll have to have better ball security throughout the season if they hope to stay competitive as the year goes on. In the Sangamo Conference this week, it's Auburn traveling to New Berlin. Maroa is at home against Pleasant Plains. Porta heads to Williamsville this evening. Riverton is at Stanford Olympia. And then, of course, the Sockies and the Warriors are playing here at Athens High School. In the WIBC, still doing crossovers in the second week of the season. Beardstown, who picked up a win last week over North Green, they are playing host to Calhoun in a little tougher test there. Camp Point Central is on the road at Greenfield Northwestern, a game that we'll have for you on Central Illinois Sports. Jack and Tim, along with Bob Ray and Jason Hetzler, will have the call for you. That game kicks off at 7:30 tonight because it's in Greenfield, and that's what they do in Greenfield. Triopia playing host to North Green, also paying tribute to their state championship and state runner-up teams tonight, I believe, at Triopia. So congratulations, and hopefully a lot of folks are able to make the trip to Don Kemp Field for those festivities. Route is in Winchester to take on West Central. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. Mendon Unity travels to Carrollton, and Brown County is at Pleasant Hill to take on the Pleasant Hill Western Griggsville Perry Wolves. That's a look at the schedules coming up tonight. Lots of good action. Glad you're with us here on Central Illinois Sports for this contest between the Warriors and the Sockies. It was a 14-7 game when these two teams met a year ago. Pittsfield got the victory the first time they had beaten Athens since joining the Sangamo Conference. Athens, of course, coming off last year was a down year for this program. The year before they finished second in the state and then graduated just an outstanding senior class. So you know the type of work that Ryan Knox and his staff and players have put into the offseason to try to raise to that level they're used to here. And just a tough start with having to play Memorial Forsyth, so they're looking to come out and get to 500. Socky's looking for that first victory of the year as well. And both teams out on the field in preparation for tonight's contest. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have our visit with Pittsfield head coach Dalton Barnes. Stay tuned on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Corey Grinke. We know trucks here at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville. We have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s and Super Duties. Check us out at westtownford.com or stop in and see us at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield and Wildcat Car Wash in Barry keep your ride and even your pets looking their best while enjoying the easiest, most rewarding wash experience around, all while supporting your locally owned car washes. With the Touch 4 Wash app now available for use at both locations, you can earn points towards free washes, unlock discounts, and pay and start your wash right from your phone. Plus, we've upgraded with our new chemicals to give you the best clean and shine yet. Follow us on Facebook to stay updated on specials and promotions. Wash smarter, shine brighter, choose Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield or Wildcat Car Wash in Barry today.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Visiting with Pittsfield Soccer head coach Dalton Barnes. Coach, coming out the loss last week, being week one, obviously a lot of things to work on, but I got a chance to watch a little bit of the end of your practice. Man, still really good energy from your group.
Yeah, and that's why we don't focus on just Fridays. You know, we're trying to win each and every day, and Monday is just important as Friday and as is Tuesday. So, you know, we're trying to instill that value because, like I've said, we want to build a program here. We don't want to just build football teams that play on a Friday.
You've been around the Sangamo Conference for a long time. You're very familiar with Ryan Knox and the Athens program, and they've been at the top of this conference for a long time now. And what they do is not overly complicated, but, man, it is effective.
Yeah, I mean, Knox, he's an awesome coach. He's been established. He does things the right way. You know, Athens boys are always hard-nosed. They fight. Doesn't matter how many kids they have, you're in for a fight. And then, you know, even when I went to the South Central Conference, you know, then, you know, his OC of 15 years took over at Hillsborough. So I've had a lot of Athens over the years. So, you know, they're a great program, and we'll be ready to go.
What do you do on a week-to-week when you go from a Riverton who's really trying to throw the ball around to a wing tee to, Stanford Olympia is going to be predominantly run. Then you spread back out with Williams. So how do you adjust on a weekly basis to that?
Yeah, and that's why we sat down with, some great defensive minds over the summer and said, what can we do that's adjustable? And, we don't want to have the defense of the week where we're just throwing pieces out there. We want to build a system that's, sustainable and can morph with these different offenses.
On the defensive side of the ball, you have a lot of athletes. I think you would have liked your pass defense to be a little more aggressive at times last week, but overall there were some bright things that can really be built on from week 1 to this week.
Yeah, and it was a tough week. We had 0 film on Riverton. Their offensive coordinator left for Williamsville. That's where he's at now. So, we were going in blind, and, hindsight's 20/20. It is what it is, but our kids, we have a lot of sophomores out there. There was one point in the night where I looked out there and we had 8 sophomores on defense, and that's tough for those boys to be thrown into a fire and say, we need you right now. And honestly, they responded in the second half. So I'm not worried about them. I'm not, I still have faith in them, and they'll figure it out.
Nick Merriman got a varsity start for the first time in his career and really showed out from that middle linebacker spot. Even though he's undersized, he uses that speed and a low sense of gravity to really gain an advantage.
Yeah, my brother-in-law was 5'6" on a good day, and he was an all-state quarterback. So, I don't look too much into that. Nick Merriman is a football player, and he is a tribe member, and he gives us everything he has.
On the offensive side, I think people will look at a spread offense and they'll say, oh, you want to throw the ball 30, 40 times a game. You still want to be able to establish and run the football.
Yeah, that's what I do. I am a power run coach, and I think, again, just week 1, we had different things happening, and like I said, the lights were a little bright in the first half for some guys, and we're gonna run the football here, and that's what I do. That's what I've grown up doing, and we really said this week is the week to do what we do, and whatever happens, but the ball will be on the ground a lot more.
I think people will learn very quickly. You're very much a team-centric guy. You don't really talk about individuals very much, and one of those groups on the team that you have is that running back group, and you have a pretty deep stable of horses to go with there.
Yeah, and it's very frustrating that we put the ball on the turf so many times and got ourselves in a position to throw so much, because we have a very deep stable. That tribe of running backs with Jaden and Jake and then Nick, and then Bodie goes back there in certain packages. We're 4 deep of legit starting running backs, so hopefully that shows out a little more this week.
You talked about the turnovers a little bit. Obviously, those have to get cut down on, especially against a team like Athens who can really control the clock.
Yeah, and honestly, it's just so many little things that killed us, but we sat down with the kids and we showed them film and we got better. That's all we can do.
A good opportunity for your younger groups to also participate, and I know those young kids are also chomping at the bit to get out on the field.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this Thursday game. Freshman football is the most pure football there is. I love it. I did that most of my career was, head freshman coach, and, it seems like nothing, but this is their first taste of high school football, and there's so many great memories to be had, and, the biggest thing is establish that culture young, and then by the time they're seniors, they've been doing it for 4 years, and that's how we start rolling.
And you talked about building the program, and that means that, hey, you don't have varsity coaches and JV coaches and freshman coaches. You have coaches, and those guys are out there at every level ready to teach those kids at any level of the program.
Yeah, there's going to be the entire staff here tonight. Everyone's going to be doing what they can to help the kids, and, we're football coaches that just want to see this community and this team succeed, and we're in it for the long run, and we're just going to keep building it right.
That's Socky head coach Dalton Barnes. We're back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook. Stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Sorry about the motion sickness. John got a little happy there at the camera.
Didn't know we were coming back.
And we're back. Getting ready for the national anthem here in just a few moments. As you heard from Coach Dalton Barnes, the Sangamo Conference offers a lot of challenges, and one of them is just the stark contrast in styles that teams choose to go with. Athens, of course, a wing tee. They've been a wing tee for, well, as long as I can remember, and they do it really, really well here, as compared to some of these spread teams. But as Coach Barnes talked about, John, that's why you have a defense that's made to be flexible, and they're hoping their defense can be a little more flexible as the year goes on, but also a little more aggressive than they were last week.
Yeah, they just really gave up some plays kind of in a soft zone a lot of last week, and that just gave Riverton the ability to kind of pass the ball without a lot of fear of much of anything. They did a good job, Riverton did, of kind of taking what the defense was giving them, which was about 8 or 9 yards, it seemed like.
It's disciplined football you have to play against the wing tee. Stay home on the outsides, really tackle well, make sure everybody has the guy that they're going to take and tackle. Fullback, trying to stop that up the middle. A lot of people say, well, the wing tee, it's just not very exciting. But you start looking at teams that win state championships, John, and there's sure a lot of them that run the wing tee.
Yeah, there are. They seem to compete for state championships on a pretty regular basis. 2 years ago when Camp Point Central won state in 1A, I believe every team that won state in 1 to 4A was a wing tee team.
That they were. All right, they're going to have the national anthem here. We'll step aside when we come back. We'll have the Farm and Home Supply starting lineup. Stay tuned on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in the tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
In the struggle between weeds and grass, only one sale brings justice to your lawn. These are the deals.
I always feel guilty giving you some of these great deals. You can save $30 on select Farm & Home Supply grass seed. And a little goes a long way with X Seed for only $11.99. And feed your lawn with Scott's Liquid Turf Builder for $14.99. And roll out this 50-foot WeatherFlex water hose for only $14.99. And get this 30-inch fire pit for under $40.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Time to take a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups for you on Central Illinois Sports. Farm and Home Supply, from snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs. Nobody has it like your local Farm and Home Supply. Stop by the location nearest you or online at farmandhomasupply.com. We'll meet the Saki starters first on the offensive side. Jonas Anderson's the signal caller for the Sakis. He's the 6'2", 165-pound senior. In the backfield will be the 5'6", 165-pound junior. That's Nick Merriman. Bodie Marable is the H-back. He's 6'1", 195 pounds and a senior. At the wideout spots, Taylor Graham, the 6', 175-pound senior. Caden Ferguson, the 5'8", 160-pound senior. And Dominic Cooper, the 5'11", 150-pound senior. Up front, Zane Perry starts at the left tackle. He's a 6'4", 290-pound senior. Left guard is Cade Perry, the 6', 185-pound sophomore. At center is Dylan Leonard, the 6'3", 210-pound sophomore. The right guard is Hunter Waters, 6', 250 pounds and a sophomore. And at right tackle, it's Riley Cook, the 6'4", 265-pound sophomore. On the defensive side for the Sakis, Jaden Moore starts at the nose tackle. He's a 6', 190-pound senior. Then you have Zane Perry at a tackle. Your defensive ends are Colin Throne, the 5'9", 190-pound junior, and Cody Anderson, the 5'11", 185-pound sophomore. Jake Otker starting an inside linebacker tonight, the 5'10", 175-pound senior. He'll join Nick Merriman as an inside linebacker for the Sakis. On the outside, it'll be Ryan Harris, the 6', 180-pound sophomore, and Caden Ferguson. Dominic Cooper, Taylor Graham, and Colin Bernard, the 6', 165-pound sophomore, make up your defensive backfield for Dalton Barnes and the Pittsfield Sakis. For the Athens Warriors, their starters on the offensive side. At quarterback, he's a 5'8", 145-pound junior. That's Kenneth Baker. At halfback, he's a 5'7", 165-pound junior. That's Talon DiGiovanna. At the fullback is the 5'9", 180-pound senior, Gage Hahn. Elias Hurley starts at the wingback. He's a 5'8", 155-pound senior. James Jones is one of the two tight ends. He's 6'2", 220 pounds and a senior. And Isaac Brown is a 6'2", 195-pound senior. Up front for the Warriors, you'll see at left tackle Ryan Benniger. He's a 6'2", 245-pound sophomore. The left guard is Colin Mullett, 5'10", 185 pounds and a junior. Clayton Bell mans the center position. He is a 5 foot 10 inch, 255-pound junior. At right guard is Channing Ward. He's a 5'10", 205-pound senior. And Ethan Smith starts at right tackle, the 6'4", 255-pound senior. On the defensive side for Athens, Isaac Brown starts at a defensive end. Channing Ward is a defensive tackle. Jordan King, a 6'3", 265-pound senior at the other D tackle. And Jordan Scow, a 6'5", 195-pound senior, plays the other end. The Mike linebacker is Lincoln Kirk. He's a 5'10", 190-pound junior. The Will linebacker is James Jones, the 6'2", 220-pound senior. The Sam linebacker is Anthony Cato II, a 5'11", 160-pound sophomore. And Justin Ray plays the Rover. He's a 5'8", 130-pound junior. Cassius Crane is playing cornerback tonight. He's a 6'1", 150-pound senior. Matthew Harlan, the other corner. He's a 5'10", 150-pound senior. And Paxton Fitchen is a 5'9", 160-pound senior playing free safety for Athens. That's a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineup. Clock ticking down in preparation for tonight's kickoff. Athens won the opening coin toss. They'll receive the kick to start the night. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show to hear from some of the sponsors helping to make tonight's broadcast and the broadcasts throughout the season possible on Central Illinois Sports.
Exmark mowers are at B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers. American-made precision and power. backed by B&B's unmatched service. B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers in Camp Point, Illinois. Call, click, or stop by.
Cascom is taking internet speed to the extreme with our brand new Ultra package, offering speeds up to 2 gigs. Sign up for Cascom today, and for 1 full year, you'll receive $10 off per month, $15 off per month for 500 megs, $20 off per month for 1 gig, $25 off per month for our brand new 2 gig package. With speeds this fast and deals this incredible, isn't it time you saw the light? Call Cascom today or visit us online to learn more. 800-252-1799.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect. Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
Helena Agri, Camp Point, Illinois, is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Central Illinois Athletics. For all your seed, fertilizer, and chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agri, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, and Matt Hughes, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 593-7761 for Helena Agri of Camp Point.
At Geared Up, we specialize in offering a diverse range of apparel, spirit wear for your favorite team, caps, custom embroidery items, and a whole lot more. We offer top-notch quality products and unique designs, all with a customer-centric approach. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Whether you're planning for a big event, needing apparel to support your favorite team, or want to showcase your business with a variety of products, Geared Up is here to make it happen. You'll find us just off the square in Pittsfield at WeGearYouUp.com or by calling 217-407-4515. Windows and entryways are one of the most accessible ways to enhance the security and visual appeal of your home or business. Pike County Glass takes immense pride in our role of making our community a beautiful place to live. We make sure to design and install with your needs at the forefront of our mind. After all, no great service is worth doing if your customers aren't satisfied. Pike County Glass promises to create the products that you've always wanted to have for your property. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275, or visit PikeCountyGlass.com.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2022 Ford Bronco has 12,500 miles, is priced at $39,500, and would look great in your garage or driveway. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive, 217-939-7664.
Welcome back to Athens, Illinois. Beautiful facility here at Athens, as it has been since the day they built it. This is a pretty young program overall. Started in the mid-2000s with some JV football and then into varsity and have had a lot of success. A second-place finish a couple of years ago, and Ryan Knox is trying to get his program, John, back to that level after a disappointing season a year ago.
Yeah, I think Athens was definitely disappointed with where they were last year, but as you said, they got second in state the year before and then graduated the entire team, essentially. And no matter how good a program you are, graduating the entire team, basically having no one come back, is difficult because nobody's really got experience.
Justin, the Sockies a week ago, the turnovers really feel like that was the difference in the game, and have to be much cleaner with the football, but a lot of good energy still for Dalton Barnes' squad when we saw them in practice earlier this week.
Yeah, but turnovers, you can't turn the ball over 6 times and expect to win any contest. Few personal fouls also that needed to be cleaned up. Some of those interceptions were just tough tip drill type. One really good, a couple underthrown balls, one really good play by a cornerback. So should be simple enough to clean up. Of course, it's easy for me to say that sitting up here and not down there actually throwing the ball.
Well, the Sockies feel like their defensive backfield is one of their strengths, and hoping to see some improvement here tonight. Obviously not going to see the ball in the air nearly as much as he did a week ago, as Athens will be on the ground about 95% of the time, if not more, and going to have to see how they do against the run here this evening. Nice cool evening, cloudy skies, and good crowd on the Athens side, a little bit of a lighter crowd on the Socky side across the way. But if you couldn't make it over tonight, we're certainly glad you have chosen to spend some of your time with us on Central Illinois Sports. Do want to say a special shout out once again to Best Systems Auto Sales, providing the official transportation vehicle for Central Illinois Sports. Thanks to Michael and his team at Best Systems Auto Sales. You'll find them right next to Best Systems on Washington Street in Pittsfield, just up the road from Haymakers. So check them out at Best Systems Auto Sales. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We are 5.5 minutes away from kickoff. Both teams getting ready to take the field and be ready to roll. We're back with more after this.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Press Yours On You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For parents and students, get game day ready in our 1,400 square foot retail store, packed with spiritware for 5 local high schools. Hoodies, tees, Letterman jackets, and accessories. We've got the gear you need to show your pride. Come see why Press Yours On You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours On You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook, and from our family to yours, thank you for supporting local.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon guys. To get it right the first time, Braden, Doug, Corby, and the Damon Plumbing crew can take care of you. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Just about ready to kick off here at Athens. Athens, as we told you, won the coin toss. They chose to receive. They're in the green uniforms, the black pants and black helmets. The Sockies are in the all-whites tonight with the red numbers and red helmets. Sit back and enjoy high school football on Central Illinois Sports as we get ready to roll here with Bodie Marable doing the kicking duties for the Sakis. Sakis will be home next week for the first time this season. It's also homecoming. It's also a kickoff of a new event, the Tribe Tailgate Party, starting at 4 o'clock on Monroe Street, right between the two practice fields on the city road. You can come out, bring your tents, your grills, all of your goodies and more. We'll have some yard games, some raffles, and good things for kids as well. A very family-friendly event at the Tribe Tailgate Party next week, right across from Pittsfield High School, presented by Saki Nation. Marable getting ready to tee this one up for the Sakis. Back deep for the Warriors, we see Paxton
19.
Fitchen along with Talon DiGiovanna to receive this kick. Also back, one of the deep men is Matthew Harlan. Marable, the senior kicker for the Sakis, sometimes also goes by Bodie Miller, but tonight he is going to go by Marable the whole game, we hope. He is stepping up. He is getting ready to put his hand in the air, just like that. And we get the whistle, and we're ready to go. Marable will kick this one, a pop-up toward the sideline. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be a penalty. We saw that a few times a week ago, and the ball will be set up at the 35-yard line, where the Warriors will have it 1st and 10 unless they choose to re-kick here, which it doesn't appear they will. So 1st and 10 from their own 35 for Athens on the opening kickoff of the contest that went sailing out of bounds. The Warrior offense in the double wing formation with quarterback Kenneth Baker under center. Baker is a 5'8", 145-pound junior for the Warriors as they start 1st and 10 at their own 35. First penalty of the night against the Sakis on the illegal procedure on the kickoff out of bounds. James Jones is split out wide to the right-hand side. It's a double wing formation for the Warriors. Now they'll shift the tight end in Isaac Brown to the right side of the formation. Give it to the second back through. This is DiGiovanna. He runs over the would-be tackler and has a first down up to the 47, caught the 48-yard line. A gain of 13 yards on the play and a 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
DiGiovanna was the man who created the contact there, and he said, I'm going to run right over top of you. Get out of my way.
1st and 10 after the 13-yard gain by Talon DiGiovanna. It's been a popular name here. He's a 5'7", 165-pound junior. He's lined up as a left wing back here. Hurley in the right wing, and Hahn is the fullback. They'll put DiGiovanna in motion. They'll give it to the fullback, Hahn. He breaks the first tackle, breaks another tackle, keeps his legs moving up to the 50-yard line. 2-yard pickup on the play will result in a 2nd down and 8, as the Sakis had good penetration that time, but had a couple of arm tackles that Hahn was able to run through to pick up the positive yardage. 2nd down and 8.
Jake Ochter was able to get into the backfield and kind of get a hand on him there, but Hahn was able to fight his way out and gain a couple.
Ochter has moved to an inside linebacker from an outside linebacker. Caden Ferguson is bumped to an outside linebacker, and the sophomore Colin Bernard is in at cornerback. Tight set here in the double wing. Baker under center. Looked like a false start here. This will be a 5-yard penalty. Back it up for the Warriors. It'll make it 2nd down and 13 as the ball will go back to the 45 as the tight end on this side got a little bit of an early jump. 2nd and 13, 10:49 to play in the opening period.
Those tight ends are large young men for Athens this year, Charlie.
Good size for the Warriors. On the tight end positions, for sure, both of them listed at about 6'2", John. James Jones and Isaac Brown. Put a man in motion. They'll give it off to DiGiovanna. Coming back to the near side. Ball comes out, but the man was down by contact. The official said his forward progress had stopped. Sakis feel like they've recovered a fumble, but it's going to be down by contact for the Warriors. Ball will be set back at the 43-yard line. That's a loss of 2 yards on the play, and will bring up a 3rd down and 15 for Athens as the Saki defense playing with a little bit of extra spunk here in this first series, as you'll see it again on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Thanks to Sheila Davidsmeyer and her team for sponsoring the instant replay on Central Illinois Sports. Trying to get to DiGiovanna, and Cody Anderson was having none of it. I'm not so sure that wasn't a fumble.
Yeah, looked like it on the replay.
Sure looked like a fumble to me.
Double wing formation. Saki sideline trying to make a little noise now here. Baker under center. And a whistle What was that about? Back
Starting
to pass.
the clock.
Has some pressure. Hit and taken down in the backfield for a sack. Sacked in the backfield by the Sockies. A loss back to the 35. A loss of 8 on the play. And it'll bring up a 4th down for the Warriors. 4th and 23. As Pittsfield with a ton of pressure on the defensive side that time. Coach Pagotsky had them dialed up and ready to go on that series. And at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter, it'll be a punt formation for the Warriors. Good penetration by the Sockies. Jaden Moore in to finish it off after Otker got the initial hit. Punter puts his boot into this one, kicks it toward the sideline. Ball not going to be returned as it is rolling in favor of the Warriors down near the 30-yard line. Call it the 31, and that's where the Sockies will take over 1st and 10 with 9:40 to play in the opening quarter. Glad you're with us tonight on Central Illinois Sports.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their task. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
Pittsfield's defense got off the field with some helps of a penalty and a couple of big plays on the defensive side. Now the offense has it 1st and 10 back at their own 31-yard line. Jonas Anderson is in the shotgun for the Sockies with Nick Merriman standing just to his left. Sockies will snap it and give the ball to Merriman up the middle. Good gain on 1st down, shy of the 42, the 38-yard line. A pickup on the play of 7 yards by the young junior, and it brings up a 2nd down and 3.
Nick did a good job last week also running the ball and did a great job on the defensive side of the ball, really penetrating last week.
Sockies are quick to the line here. Look to the sideline for the play call from Dalton Barnes. Caden Ferguson on the far side said, I didn't hear you really, but I'll give it a go. Looked like a false start by the Sockies, and it is. That'll pack it up 5 yards as somebody got an early movement on the left side. This will bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Sockies' 2nd penalty on the night.
Back to the 33-yard line with 9:07 to play in the opening quarter. No score so far. The Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. 2nd down and 8 yards to go. 2 receivers wide to the right-hand side, 2 wide to the left as Anderson is in the shotgun by himself. He puts a man in motion, and Ferguson fakes the handoff. Going to keep it on a big hole on the right-hand side. Gets a good block on the outside. They're going to call that a hold, though. Anderson going to be up across the 40, shoved out of bounds. But this one coming all the way back as they're going to call a hold on the play against the Sockies up near the 40-yard line.
Depends on which flag it is.
A lot of flags. The man that gets called for it was Ryan Harris. He kind of shucked the defender, and they say you can't do that these days, I guess. Let's see if we catch it on the replay here. You see a good hole for Anderson. Watch on the bottom of your screen. Yeah, just got his hands caught in the jersey and slung around, and you'll get called for that every time. Where'd they move the ball back to, boys? Have they said yet?
Haven't. Walking it off now.
Yeah. All right, they're going to move it back to the, what is that?
34.
The 34-yard line. So actually gained a yard of the play, and it's 2nd and 7. Penalty was so far downfield. 2nd down and 7 yards to go for the Sockies. Anderson in the shotgun once again. Whistle again, and we get a referee timeout, and they're going to say Anderson has to go out of the game. That means the Sockies will bring in Cody Anderson. They're going to say,
Must have an equipment problem, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some blood, maybe.
Well, you don't usually go out for blood for football, but
they're trying to pull on his knee pads. Did he not have his knee pads on, right? All right, now they're going to bring Cody Anderson in as the quarterback for the Sockies. The sophomore, he played some last week as well as the signal caller. It's 2nd and 7 from their own 34, and here's another penalty flag, and this is not been a great series for the Sockies as they'll call a false start. Move it back to a 2nd and 12 now. To the 29-yard line, headed the wrong direction if you're Pittsfield. Is trying to get the ball snapped.
Fourth penalty on the Sockies for 25 yards.
I was going to say, Jonas Anderson can come back in the game now.
He got his knee pads adjusted. Maybe that was a strategic move by Pittsfield.
They'll back him up 5.
Trips left. Single receiver to the right-hand side is Caden Ferguson. Anderson in the shotgun on this 2nd down. He goes back to pass. Steps into the throw. Heaves it downfield looking for Taylor Graham behind the defense, and he might go at the 20,
Nobody's
15, 10, 5, and a Sockie touchdown on the deep ball to the deep threat Taylor Graham, 71 yards for the second week in a row to Graham, and a Saki touchdown at the 8:32 mark of quarter number 1.
Back-to-back week, 71 yards.
You don't see that very much, do you? 6-0 Sakis with their first lead of the season on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. On the deep bomb from Jonas Anderson to Taylor Graham. Pittsfield will bring the kicking team on for the extra point attempt. Bodie Marable is the kicker. The holder for the Sakis is Graham. Long snapper is Zane Perry. 6-0 Pittsfield on the long ball to Taylor Graham, who got behind the defense. Good snap, hold down, kick is up, kick is high enough, it is deep enough, and it is good. 7-0 Sakis had the early lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard as Taylor Graham gets behind the defense. Jonas Anderson able to find him, and Pittsfield in the lead early. 8:32 to play in the first on Central Illinois Sports.
Ostrich Farm Equipment is Western Illinois' resource for equipment, service, and parts. Check out our large selection of used equipment online or stop by our dealership in Camp Point, Illinois on Route 24, just east of Quincy.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Well, the Sakis looked like they were in some trouble on the penalty side of things, but then connected on the old deep ball to Taylor Graham. They lead 7-0 after the kick by Bodie Marable. Marable now will kick this one deep. It'll drive the man all the way back to his own 5-yard line. Ball carrier here is DiGiovanna trying to get to the blockers on this side, and is taken down near the 30.
31.
In fact, they're going to mark him right on the 30. They like big lines, and they
lines.
cannot lie. With 8 minutes, 25 seconds to play in the first. The Warriors had a penalty of their own that backed them up a bit. But you can tell they're an offense that also has that home run threat on the ground, John.
Yeah, they certainly are. That's kind of a key to an awful lot of wing tees. If you don't tackle everybody every time, that guy's the one who's going to get it and score the touchdown.
Baker under center, hands it to the fullback in Hahn. Hahn stacked up after a short gain up near the 31-yard line. Gain of a yard of the play brings up a 2nd down and 9.
Not usually going to be the fullback, although occasionally you miss him with that first guy, and he can be the guy that's got that sneaky speed and runs away from you too.
Yeah, I mean, the point of it is to establish the fullback, run him, and then all of a sudden get it on the outside. Whoop. It's worked for a lot of teams for a lot of years, and it's worked well for this Warriors squad over time as well. Baker under center again, and we'll see a false start here, it appears. And let's see what the white hat tells us here in a moment. That's the other thing about the wing tee. It's a lot of timing, and sometimes you get just a little bit of an early jump.
Carthage always used to get an early jump every time, Charlie, and they never got called for it.
Well,
they called illegal participation against the Sakis? I count 11. Did you see somebody go out?
I did not.
They also started walking off a yard deeper than they should, so it's going to be a 4-yard penalty.
Should be a 2nd and about 5, I guess, from the 36. All right.
Okay.
2nd down. Baker with the handoff to the second man through. This is DiGiovanna. He's up near the sticks. Looks like he has it. Referee comes in from the far side now and has thrown something. Was that a beanbag? Looks like he has the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
And they're going to call a first down. So he picks up 5 that he needed up to the 40-yard line. Of course, from the 36 to the 40 is a 5-yard gain. And it's a 1st and 10. Warriors with a fresh set of downs at their own 40-yard line. 7:29 to play in the first. Baker pitches it outside now, trying to get the man out of the open, and he's got some running room out in front. This on the run this time is Hahn, the fullback. He'll be all the way deep into Saki territory, inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. A pickup on the play of 28 yards and a 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Big run by Hahn on the pitch outside, and the Sakis did not keep contained well that time.
Yeah, he had blockers out there in front of him too, and he got several good blocks along the way to get him those yards.
Man went out of bounds, so that stops the clock. 7:14, and Athens on the go here. Warriors come to the line in the double wing. Baker puts DiGiovanna in motion. Going to pitch to him on the right side now, looking for that corner. Gets turned back inside and tripped up, taken down. Play made by Caden Ferguson on the outside there on the shoestring tackle, right at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 8 yards to go for the Warriors. It doesn't matter how you get the guy on the ground as long as you get him on the ground. And I'll tell you what, Caden Ferguson, not the biggest guy, but man, he's worked hard to become a very strong, quick athlete, and he's afraid of about nothing at this point. Baker under center. Will hand it off to Hahn. Hahn right up the gut, keeps his legs turning. Nice gain for the fullback this time. Takes it to the 25-yard line, a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd down and 3 on another run from Hahn. Ferguson again in on the stop for the Sakis that time.
Big defensive stand right here for the Sakis.
Well, it's 4-down territory for sure for Athens. So 2 plays to try to pick up that 3rd down. They want to stay away from a penalty here, of course, a motion or a hold here. They want this operation to be clean as Baker is under center. He'll hand it off to the second back. That's Hurley. First touch of the night. Breaks a tackle, has the 1st down. Wrestled around now near the 20-yard line. Picked up 5 yards on the play. Needed 3 and another 1st and 10 for the Warriors as they keep this nice drive rolling here for Ryan Knox's squad with 5:56 to play in the opening period.
How many yards was that? That was Hahn.
Gain of 5 on the play. I think it was Hurley, wasn't it?
23. 23.
Must have switched him to the outside then.
23 is the one that stood up.
All right, I like it. Hahn it is again. He's a good runner. 1st and 10 from the 20. I can tell you Williamsville leads Porter with 13-0 with 4:24 to play in their first period. Baker under center. He is back to pass for the first time of the night. Throws it out to James Jones. Jones has the catch. Breaks a tackle, has the 1st down, and then he is shoved out of bounds inside the 10 near the 7-yard line. Pick up on the play of 13 yards, and it'll be a 1st and goal for Athens at the Saki 7-yard line. James Jones with the first catch of the night as the Warriors went to the play action. Just enough passing to keep you honest defensively with this wing T.
It's not something you can fall asleep on or get lazy and not cover the receivers.
Baker under center, going to pitch it out to Hahn. Hahn's got blockers out in front, and he'll go into the end zone for the touchdown. The Warriors with the response in a hurry. 5:17 to play in the first, and makes it a 7-6 contest on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard.
4-yard run on that.
Gain of 7 on the play.
7.
Yep, and a touchdown from Hahn. Warriors will also try to kick here, it appears. As the kicker on the field looks to be Lincoln Kirk. Excuse me, that's Gage Hahn. This kid does it all.
Runs in for the touchdown and kicks the extra point.
Trying to tie the game up. Good hold. Kick is up. Kick is deep enough. Splits the uprights, and it is good. Ties this game up at 7 points apiece. Hey, we've got a brand new ball game once again as Hahn takes it in for the Warriors. 5:17 to play in the first. Tied up at 7 on Central Illinois Sports.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
K-John has it teed up ready to kick it off here for the Warriors. This kid's really active here. 5:17 to play in the first, tied at 7 after the touchdown run by Hahn. Answering the Saki deep ball with a little more of a ground and pound type of offensive play.
Ground and pound, but it still didn't burn a whole heck of a lot of clock.
Oh, it was a quick drive.
3 minutes?
And just 3 minutes and 8 seconds to be exact.
Yeah.
Hahn has it teed up, ready to kick it off. It'll drive the Sakis back toward the sideline. Dominic Cooper will have to go try to pick it up. Got to get on it. Now Graham picks it up and is going to get massacred back near the 5 or 6 yard line. Call it the 6 with forward progress. Live ball. I guess that's the 11, excuse me, as it didn't follow that across the field very well. That's at the 11 with 5:11 to play in the first. I think Cooper thought it was going to go out of bounds, and then when it didn't, kind of got away from it like a punt. But it's not a punt, it's a live ball. Got to get on that. Graham able to do just that. Sakis will have a long field in front of them as they start 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line.
If you don't get on that kickoff, the other team will be glad to.
Yeah, with good field position there, too, huh? Sakis with a 1st and 10, deep in their own territory after starting their last drive at their own 31. This time it's at their own 11. 2 receivers out to the left, 2 to the right-hand side as Anderson is in the shotgun. He'll put Graham in motion here, and the Sakis will get a false start on the right side of the line this time. Looked like the guard got a little bit antsy there, and then I'll move him back 5 yards. And half the distance, really, so it'll be a 4-yard penalty. And bring up a 1st and 14 from the 6.
It looks like they're on the 5.
Yeah, nose isn't on it, is it?
Yeah, no, it's on the 6.
Oh, okay.
Quit arguing with me.
I'll do what I want.
Anderson in the shotgun again, standing in his own end zone. Hands it off to Merriman. Merriman bounces off the first tackler, gets out of the shadow of his own goalpost up near the original line of scrimmage to the 11-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Brown in on the stop for Athens with under 5 minutes to play in the first. Anderson stands again in the shotgun, wants to put Graham in motion. And again, the Sakis a false start, and they are shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties. So gain 5, lose 5, and it's 2nd and 14 now. And I don't know if they're just a little antsy, if somebody's simulating the snap call or what it is, but it was the right guard last time. This time it's the left guard. You put your right guard in, you put your right guard out. You got to stay set. Trips left. Single receiver to the right-hand side is Ferguson. Bodie Marable lined up in the slot. See if they try to get him the ball. They'll throw it to the outside. That's Graham. Graham, not much running room out there. Going to gain a couple on the play up near the 8-yard line, a 2-yard pickup. And this will bring up a 3rd down and 12. A little shorter distance and the first catch of the night that Graham had on the 71-yard touchdown.
Charlie, the ball looks like it's on the 10, possibly.
All right. So move it up to the 10, call it a 4-yard, Justin, and it's 3rd and 10. It's hard for me to see. We're a long way away from this angle. Here's Anderson back to pass, looking downfield, kind of a wobbly ball, and it's picked off. Picked off here by the Warriors. Man on his feet down the sideline is Matthew Harlan. Picks it off and takes it to the 11-yard line. So an interception here by Harlan and puts the Warriors in good field position with 3 minutes, 48 seconds to play in the first. They're deep in Saki territory, right at the 11.
I don't know if Anderson didn't get his feet set underneath of him that time, but just wasn't much umph on that ball.
It wobbled out of the hand and just way underthrown as well. Graham was well covered. Tried to force that one into 3 guys. It did not work out well for the Sakis. Athens puts a man in motion. They'll give it off to Hahn. Hahn is going to be drugged down after a short gain of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9 for Athens. Saki defense trying to stand up strong here after being put in an untenable situation. Waters Concrete, Tim Waters and Company. They offer quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052. Baker under center, puts James Jones to the left-hand side of the formation now. Takes a snap. He'll pitch it outside to Hahn with that extra blocker out there, trying to get to the corner, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and he drags the man into the end zone with him for the touchdown. Hahn with his second touchdown run of the night, this time from 10 yards out, and the Warriors have their first lead of the evening, 13-7 over the Sockies. So Athens does what you're supposed to do when you get good field position like they were given by Pittsfield, and they'll try to take the touchdown plus the extra point lead here with 3:01 to play in the first, and the momentum has swung swiftly into Athens' favor now after the turnover by the Sockies. Hahn on to kick the extra point. Kick is up. It is high. It's a high fly ball, and he'll get it in to make it 14-7. Warriors on top. Gage Hahn takes it in for the second time on the night from the fullback spot. As you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay, Athens 14, Pittsfield 7.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's two locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
In the struggle between weeds and grass, only one sale brings justice to your lawn. These are the deals.
I always feel guilty giving you some of these great deals. You can save $30 on select Farm and Home Supply grass seed, and a little goes a long way with X Seed for only $11.99, and feed your lawn with Scott's Liquid Turf Builder for $14.99. And roll out this 50-foot WeatherFlex water hose for only $14.99. And get this 30-inch fire pit for under $40.
Hahn has it teed up, ready to kick it off after his second touchdown of the evening. 3:01 to play in the first. Just a two-play drive that time for the Warriors after setting up deep in Socky territory. Hahn makes sure everybody's ready to roll, and they are. He'll put his foot into this one, headed toward the sideline, and the Sockies will let it bounce. Graham will come and try to get it on the run. Got to get on it. He does, and gets taken down after a very short return up to the 26-yard line. That's where Pittsfield will take over first and 10 with 2 minutes, 57 seconds to play in the first. On the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. I want to remind you about our friends at Bowlers Universe. Come out and enjoy the fun at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. Leagues have just started. They're open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays until midnight. Saturdays 4 to midnight. Great burgers, cold drinks, great food, and fun with your friends at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. So Pittsfield trying to come back after the turnover. And it looks like that's Cody Anderson in at quarterback for the Sockies. He'll pull and try to run and get plunked this time right up the middle as Lincoln Kirk, the 5'10", 190-pound junior linebacker, meets him right at the hole. No gain on the play to bring up a second down and 10.
It looked like maybe he should have given the ball to the running back that time. They might have had a little more opportunity.
Cody Anderson again in the shotgun. Hands it off to the running back. That's Jake Gotker on the first carry of the night. He's got the first down and more up shy of the 40-yard line as he spins free of the defender down to the 39, it appears. Penalty flag flies right at the end as well. Let's see what that's about. To the 39 would be a gain of 13 on the play on the first touch of the night from Jake Gotker. Maybe they didn't really throw a flag.
Must have been a beanbag maybe.
First and 10. Good run by the senior halfback. They'll give it to him again. Another good hole up the middle. Keeps the legs churning across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Pick up on the play of 4 yards. 2nd and 6 for the Sockies. Ocker only carried the ball one time a week ago, where the Sockies really struggled to get much momentum on the offensive side due to the 6 turnovers. Cody Anderson is back at the quarterback again. Breaks a tackle in the backfield. Now tries to cut back across the middle. He takes it up to the 46-yard line, a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. So rolling with Cody Anderson. Again, as we told you last week, no relation between he and Jonas Anderson. Cody is a sophomore. 2 receivers to the left, a single man to the right-hand side. Sockies look like they got an early start. Anderson going to keep it himself, puts his head down. It looks like he has enough for a Socky first down up to the 48. That should be enough. And it will be as they'll move the chains. That's a Saki 1st and 10. Picked up 2, caught 3 on the play, Justins. They'll put that at the 49-yard line. On the run by Cody Anderson, 1st and 10 for Pittsfield. He's got a new back to his left. That's Jaden Moore. Moore kind of tiptoes toward the line there and not going to pick up much on this play. Up to the 50, a gain of a yard on the play. And unlike we saw with Otker just a moment ago, Moore a little more tentative as he got to that line. Otker showed if you hit it hard, as has Merriman, that there are running lanes there as Merriman has checked back into the backfield. 57 seconds and counting in the opening period on a 14-7 Athens lead. Anderson in the gun, takes the snap, hands it off to Marable, trying to get the corner, has a good block out in front, cuts back to the middle, breaks a tackle up to the 45, call it the 44 of the Warriors now, a gain of 6 on the play by Bodie Marable, and it'll be a 3rd and a long 3 for the Sakis in Warrior territory. We saw Dalton Barnes last week, pretty aggressive and going for it, so this could be 4-down territory already for the Sakis. 24 seconds and counting. Will they run another play? They don't have to in this quarter. Anderson in the shotgun, they will run it. They'll run it with Merriman right up the gut. He's got the 1st down. They're trying to stand him up and strip the ball, but he'll have both hands on it. Inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line, a 6-yard pickup by the junior running back in Nick Merriman for the Saki 1st down, and that appears to be possibly the final play of the 1st. Although Pittsfield's up to the line, they're looking to the sideline. Coach Barnes says, we'll take it to the 2nd quarter. As will we as the final seconds tick off the clock. Sakis and the Warriors, good contest here. Athens leading Pittsfield 14-7 after 1.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Before I started at DOT, it was like a real low point in my life. I just lost my house, and I just wanted something to get myself back on my feet. I met a driver named John, and he was like, man, come to DOT. They'll pay for your school. They'll pay for your CDLs. I applied, and ever since then, I've been very grateful. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to save money to buy me a home within the next couple of months. It's definitely been great. When my life needed direction, I took the wheel.
Ready for quarter number 2, 14-7. Athens has the advantage on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard over the Pittsfield Sakis. Sakis with a fresh set of downs, though, as Nick Merriman just picked up the 1st down on a good running play. Sakis have looked pretty decent running the ball so far tonight. They have a 1st and 10 at the Warriors' 38-yard line. Sakis snapped the ball this time, handed off to Merriman, and not much running room there over the left side. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, no more, no less, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Trying to get some running room around the left side where all-conference tackle Zane Perry mans things. Here's Cody Anderson back to pass, has a man behind the defense and has got it. That's Ryan Harris on the catch. He was down after contact, so that'll be a 1st down for the Sakis. John, where's the ball? Inside the 20 at about the, 17-yard line, it appears here. That's a 21-yard pass to Harris and a 1st and 10 for the Sakis. They're quick to the line again here. They'll give it off to Merriman. Big hole right side. Meets the linebackers and is taken down just shy of the 10. Call at the 12-yard line. A pick up of 5 yards on the play. And a 2nd down and 5 now for Pittsfield as they've got a good offensive drive rolling here that started back way at their own 26-yard line. Cody Anderson again in at shotgun. He will pitch it outside. That's Merriman looking for running room. Runs over a would-be tackler. Puts his head down. Punishes the man. And picks up a 1st down for the Sakis at the 4. Gain of 8 on the play by Merriman, and it's 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Sakis have looked crisp on this offensive series, most of it on the ground. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right-hand side. Cody Anderson takes the snap, hands it off to the Man, around the end, there's a horse collar tackle, it looked like there as he drug him down from behind. That was Ryan Harris. Is there a penalty flag somewhere?
Yeah, there's a penalty flag came over on this side.
All right, thank you. A horse collar. So that'll be half the distance to the goal as Harris was ripped down from behind. It'll be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line after that penalty. Glad he's okay. That is a dangerous, dangerous play, as you'll see it again on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay.
Charlie, they look like they called something against Pittsfield.
What?
Yeah, I know. I'm confused. Yeah, they're walking something off against Pittsfield. I don't know if
a hold against the Sakis. How about the horse collar, gentlemen?
Yeah, that should have been offsetting, and that's when they threw the
to the 14-yard line
too. So
all
that's
right. So it's
odd.
1st and goal from the 14. That's a 12-yard penalty. Sakis have had some issues there tonight. They'll hand it off to Marable in the backfield, right up the gut. Going to be taken down near the 11. A gain of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 11 yards to go. I just don't know how that's not a horse collar tackle.
It should have been offsetting penalties, and just like the play didn't even happen.
I mean, I know there's times where it's tough to see things, but it was right out in front of God and everybody. Anderson is in the shotgun. He takes the snap, hands it off. No, going to pass it out to the right-hand side. Tipped and picked off. That's big James Jones from the outside, and he's looking for a touchdown. 50, 40, 30-yard line, down the far sideline. Will anybody catch him? They will not, and he'll go for a touchdown. He picked that ball off at the 10 and took it 90 yards for the touchdown, and the Saki's 2nd turnover of the night on a little tip drill by James Jones puts the Warriors on top, 20-7. Wow, what a play by the big man, using the long arms and then the speed as well to pull away on the pick 6.
Ball was just a little underthrown, but really not a terrible throw. But Jones was able to get it tipped back to him. I thought he was just going to tip it away, but able to get it back to himself, and off he went.
So they have Hahn in to kick here as Athens with their 2nd takeaway of the night. Both times have resulted in a touchdown, this time on a pick 6. 90-yard interception return. That's about as far as you'll see one in a high school game. What a nice play by James Jones. Sakis with the turnover after a good drive, but end up in points for Athens. Hahn in for the extra point attempt. The hold is down, the kick is up, the kick looks to be good, and it is. Athens with their 2nd takeaway of the evening. They take advantage of it, as you'll see big James Jones with the left hand of the law, and then the pick 6 to the house. Warriors on top of Pittsfield, 21-7.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are and where you want to go and designs a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today at SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. Northwestern Mutual is the marketing name for Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company and its subsidiaries in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
One of the more impressive plays you'll see this season, I think, and what James Jones was able to do. Tipped it to himself and then took it to the promised land and puts Athens on top 21-7. Ooh, this is really a shame if you're a Saki fan, as that was a nice drive Pittsfield put together. But a takeaway for the 2nd time results in points for the Warriors.
Sakis have 8 penalties for 52 yards. It just seems like every time they get something going one way, they're going back the other.
Hahn now will try an onside kick. It bounces off the front line. It's a pile up at the 45-yard line, and it looks like Pittsfield has recovered, and they have. Looked like jumping into the middle there was Preston McCoy to get it for the Sakis, and they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 45 as the Warriors went for the jugular that time.
I actually kind of expected it the last time they kicked off, Charlie, but...
Yeah, why not? I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I'd do the same thing. Hey, what you need to do on Wednesdays is pick up a copy of the Pike County Express. They're your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. You can check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you or also with their digital paper online. 1st and 10 for the Sockies. Here's Cody Anderson as the signal caller for the second straight series. Sockies definitely had success moving the ball in the last time around. Just could not get it into the end zone because of that interception. Trips left, 2 receivers to the right-hand side. Anderson by himself. Looks to be some confusion now as they'll put Marable in motion. Hand it to him on the end around on the right-hand side. Nice block on the outside by Ryan Harris to open some things up across the 50 to the 48-yard line of the Warriors this time on a 7-yard pickup for the Sockies. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 3. Nice run by Marable. He's a big, strong athlete. Very quick as well. And they like to get the ball in his hands out in space.
Yeah, one of those track stars playing football here.
That's right. He went to state last year in the 400.
Finished in the top 10, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was on the final day. Here's Cody Anderson on the quarterback keeper. Has the first down. Ripped down from behind again on another one of those kind of iffy plays to the 34-yard line. 14-yard pickup by the young sophomore, and it's a 1st and 10 for Pittsfield. I like the confidence of Cody Anderson. He doesn't seem to be afraid of much, even though he's just a youngster, John.
Yeah, the reason that we say that those are iffy plays is because they tend to tear things in your knees when you get tackled like that.
You get ripped from behind. Dalton Barnes says slow it down a hair here. Wants to go with a little slower pace on this play. Caden Ferguson is way off the line on the left-hand side here. See if they try to get him on a little bubble possibly. Back to pass is Anderson. Steps into it, throws downfield, and he and the receiver just weren't on the same page. An incomplete pass will bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Sockies.
I believe Marable was the intended receiver there, and he never even turned around. I don't think he knew that play was even coming his way.
Yeah, he wasn't nearly far enough downfield to where the ball was thrown either. So
well, at least there was no green jerseys there either, so that's okay.
Anderson with the snap, hands it off to the running back in Otker. Otker pinballs off a couple of guys. Now they'll get the whistle. He'll take it right to the 30-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. So 3rd and 6 from the 30. 4-down territory for the Sockies, so don't have to abandon the run at all here. Could still keep it on the ground with 8:22 and counting in the first half. Cody Anderson calls the line set, takes the snap. Hands it off to Otker on the right side. Patient behind the blocker and picks up the 1st down. Trying to get away now and gets it all the way to the 20-yard line. 10-yard pickup on the play by the senior Jake Otker. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Sockies.
1 carry a week ago. Got 4 carries for 31 yards this week already.
Merriman back in there. He's done a nice job carrying the ball as well. And now we get a whistle and an official's timeout as we have an injury, it looks like, for one of the Warriors. Looks like somebody just maybe cramping up down there. Can't really tell, but as they tend to that young man, we'll step aside. 8:03 to play in the first half. 21-7 the lead for Athens.
At Eagle Valley Bank, we have many products and services to meet your needs. However, we don't have so many choices that you feel overwhelmed. We can customize your banking needs and develop a financial strategy that best fits your life. We offer 5 convenient full-service locations in Bluffs, Griggsville, Maridosia, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield, and you can also bank online at eaglevalley.bank. Eagle Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Corey Grinke. We know trucks here at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville. We have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s and Super Duties. Check us out at westtownford.com or stop in and see us at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
8:03 to play in the first. Hahn was the injured player. He was up on his own power, though. Hopefully he can get back out there quickly for this Warriors squad. He's been a big player for them tonight. Sockies with the 1st and 10. Going to pitch it outside to Merriman. Merriman trying to get the corner. Nice play again by the linebacker in Lincoln Kirk on a nice tackle for Athens. Slammed the man down after a short gain of a yard on the play to the 19-yard line. 2nd and 9.
It was a heck of an open field tackle that time.
Kirk is a kid that's really flying around defensively. I feel like we've called his name several times already tonight. He's just a junior for this squad as well. 5'10", 190-pounder, aggressive young man. Here's Cody Anderson back to pass. Pressure in his face. Throws the tip up toward the end zone, and it's incomplete. Taylor Graham kind of turned into a defender that time to prevent the 3rd interception of the evening, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, Graham was double covered there and didn't have much chance to get hands on it, really.
You actually have Jonas Anderson playing a receiver now to the left-hand side. Trips to the right as Cody Anderson is in the shotgun. Clock stopped at the 7:18 mark of the second period. He will pull the handoff, keep it himself, has a gain on the play, kind of made something out of nothing that time, honestly, to around the 15-yard line, picked up 4, and it'll be about a 4th and 5 now for the Sockies. And a big play for Pittsfield here to try to move the sticks. Would you consider a timeout? Still just under 7 minutes to play in the first half.
Can't take them with you.
I think it's a big play here. You might as well take one and talk about it a little bit.
Coach Maybe Barnes, see if you can hard count, jump.
Coach Barnes calls the play from the sideline. Good snap. Back to passes Anderson. Looking left. Has Bodie Marable over the middle. He dives, and he is in for the touchdown. Stretched to the goal line, and a pretty ball on the quick slant to Marable gives the Sockies their second touchdown of the night to make it 21-13.
How many yards was that?
A 15-yard connection from Cody Anderson to Bodie Marable, and Marable now on to kick the extra point. Graham is the holder in this all-senior operation. Snap is a low one, picked up a line drive. It looks like it is wide left, and it is no good. 21-13, Sockies do get the touchdown on a 4th down play as they find Bodie Marable on the catch, and they trail Athens 21-13.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
1 in 8.
1 in 8. 1 in 8.
1 in 8.
I am 1 in 8.
1 in 8 women in the U.S. will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Our specialists in Quincy and Hannibal are here so you receive exceptional care, close to home. From industry-leading early detection technology to clinical research and oncology care, we're here to stop cancer from getting in the way. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way.
6:34 to play in the half. 21-13 the advantage for the Warriors of Athens, as the Sockies will have Marable in for the kickoff here.
Sockies had 12 out there for the kickoff to start with, but they got one off before they decided to say they were ready.
That's why you always count them. Marable will put his boot into this one. It's a high kick, not extremely deep. One of the up men going to take it back there and try to turn it upfield. This is Matthew Harlan on the run back. There's a penalty flag that flies in. Looks like that's going to be right near the 20-yard line, and it is an illegal block against the Warriors, so that'll back them up. I think that'll put it around the 11, Justin, is where they'll end up setting the ball, but let's wait and see, because sometimes when you guess wrong. And believe me, I have been wrong plenty of times today. Where are they going to put the ball, John?
I haven't decided yet. They are going to put it around the 11, I would say, but maybe on the 10. He started at the 20, so I'd guess it'd go to the 10, but big line guy, it's going to be on the 10.
All right, so 1st and 10 from their own 10.
It's their second penalty, 15 yards.
And there is 6 minutes, 28 seconds to play in this first half, and we've seen what Athens can do on the offensive side. They can really churn some yards in a hurry. Long field in front of them. Sockies trying to get a defensive stop like they got the first series of the night, and this drive will start with a run by Hahn right up the middle for a gain of a yard on the play to the 11-yard line. 2nd and 9 for the green-clad Warriors.
Give him 60 yards on the night.
He's had a nice night so far. I can tell you Camp Point Central leads Greenfield Northwestern 8-0 with 3:04 to play in the first quarter of their contest. You can watch that live on Central Illinois Sports as well. Under 6 minutes when this play will go off here, as Baker is under center. He goes to hand it off on the end around, and look at this man. He is off to the races here. Big gain on the play for DiGiovanna on the play up to the 43-yard line. A pickup on the play of 32 yards like he was shot out of a cannon. And it's 1st and 10 for Athens. Sakis did not stay home on the near side that time and paid the price for the big run. DiGiovanna did go out of bounds, so it'll stop the clock with 5:47 to play in the half.
Looked like the man that was probably supposed to contain was kind of back in the backfield and tried to interrupt the play, and then off that guy went.
1st and 10. Baker puts a man in motion, and the penalty flag flies. It's going to be a false start here. Looked like the left wing got a little bit of an early start. That'll move it back 5 yards and make it 1st and 15 from around the 38-yard line for the Warriors.
Third penalty for 20 yards.
A lot of timing. Wing T teams early in the season sometimes have these penalties. Usually by the end of the year they've got it cleaned up, and then the other team's just yelling about, hey, they're in motion. But they're just all in sync at that time. Not to be confused with the Backstreet Boys.
A lot of moving parts to the wing tee. There's always somebody going in motion, a lot of misdirection. That's what I think makes it successful in a lot of places.
It's a lot about deception. Got James Jones as the tight end on the left side. They're going to try to hand off the middle. That's to Hahn. Hahn trying to break away from tacklers. Finally drugged down across midfield to the Saki 45-yard line. A pickup on the play of 17 yards and a 1st and 10 for the Warriors on a nice run by the senior fullback and Gage Hahn.
Hahn had me fooled that time, as I did not think he had the ball.
Like we said, deception.
Mm-hmm. I found him eventually in this replay, but
here he is. Who's got the ball? Who's got it? That's what they want you to have happen.
Quarterback don't get a lot of credit, but there's a lot of fakes and
you carry him out every time. Now they're going to pitch the ball outside. There's Caden Ferguson in for the big hit in the backfield.
He almost intercepted that
ball.
He
did.
Ferguson came in on the cornerback stunt that time and tackles the man back near the 47-yard line. A loss on the play of 8 yards. And it brings up a 2nd down and 18. Yeah, Fergie back took the pitch to the house that time.
Who caught that ball?
DiGiovanna was the runner. But he was introduced to Caden Ferguson very quickly. 2nd and 18. They'll hand it off to the second back through. That's DiGiovanna again. Stays low to the ground, almost running parallel to the ground that time. Gets back in Socket territory to the 44-yard line. A pickup on the play of 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9, and we get a whistle here, and I thought maybe a timeout, but not so much, with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the opening half of the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard.
Everybody's got all their timeouts right now, so anybody could call them if they wanted to.
Perry was trying to get subbed out there, and they did not get it.
At the Saki 44, they'll hand it off to the second back through. That's DiGiovanna again, trying to spin away from the tackler. Finally does get taken down up near the sticks. He's at the 35-yard line. That would be a 9-yard gain. Should be enough for a 1st down. Let's wait and see if they want to move the chains here. They're going to say, move the chains, a 1st and 10.
Yeah, got it by the nose there.
Dominic Cooper had a hold of him, and he almost got away, but couldn't quite.
Timeout, Sakis.
Timeout by the Sakis. It's our first Adams Fiber timeout of the night. The official timeout is brought to you by Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Visit adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423. Timeout taken by the Sakis on the Adams Fiber timeout is their first of this affair. Stops the clock with 3:52 to play in the first half. Trailing 21-13, Athens with a 1st and 10 from the Saki 35-yard line.
St. Perry checked out, and I think the Leonard checked in possibly, or Lane White possibly.
Let's see who we have here. Now a broken play as Kenneth Baker turned around and nobody was home. He's going to make something out of it, though, on a nice gain. To the 27-yard line for the quarterback and Kenneth Baker.
He runs pretty good, too.
He says, hey, Coach, let's run that play again. I got 7 there.
8-yard pickup on the play, and it's 2nd and 2. Where'd you guys go?
He needed that. He lost 8 yards earlier. It brings him back to even.
He looked back, and he said, all my friends are past me already. I guess they're blockers now.
We see Lincoln Kirk check in as a running back now. We've seen him a lot on the defensive side. See if he can do a little running as well. He is the fullback.
Heck of an open field tackler.
Baker is under center, fumbles the ball. Sakis are on it, it looks like, here, and have it. There's the beanbag flying in. It's a battle for it, and Pittsfield has recovered the fumble. Who comes off the bottom of the pile with it? Is that Colin Throne once again for the Sakis? I believe it was. He recovered a fumble last week for Pittsfield, and Pittsfield, after a couple of turnovers, gets one back here on a botched handoff. And Colin Throne, the junior defensive tackle, Johnny on the spot this time to recover it for the Sakis at the 3:05 mark of quarter number 2. That's a big play for Pittsfield. As you see it on the Northwestern Mutual Instant Replay, Throne got it, then used that good strength to hang on to it on the bottom of the pile. They'll start 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Still 3:05 and 2 timeouts to play. Pittsfield also gets the ball to start the second half, so don't have to be in panic mode here. Sakis break the huddle with too many men, and Dalton Barnes will be forced to call a timeout to avoid the penalty. We'll pause as well on the Adams Fiber timeout. 3:05 to play in the half. Sakis with the timeout. They'll have the ball when we come back.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield and Wildcat Car Wash in Barry keep your ride and even your pets looking their best while enjoying the easiest, most rewarding wash experience around, all while supporting your locally owned car washes. With the Touch4Wash app now available for use at both locations, you can earn points towards free washes, unlock discounts, and pay and start your wash right from your phone. Plus, we've upgraded with our new chemicals to give you the best clean and shine yet. Follow us on Facebook to stay updated on specials and promotions. Wash smarter, shine brighter, choose Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield or Wildcat Car Wash in Barry today.
After the timeout, Sakis have a false start before they can snap it, so that'll move it back 5 yards and make it 1st and 15 now, with the ball resting near the 23-yard line.
One of the guys went on the signal for motion instead of just the motion man.
They had a little trouble with the penalties so far tonight. Now it's another false start, and they won't get away with it as they'll blow it dead. The receiver on the right-hand side and the motion man were in action at the same time. This will make it 1st and 20.
Give them 63 yards, or 62 yards of penalties. 10 times they've been penalized tonight.
Little things become big things, guys, and with 3:01 to play in the half, this is becoming a big problem for the Sakis here tonight.
Well, you don't want to give them the ball on this part of the field. We saw earlier that they can turn that into a touchdown pretty quick.
1st and 10 now from their own 18-yard line. 1st and 20, from their own 18-yard line. Trips right. Single receiver to the left-hand side is Jonas Anderson. Cody Anderson's back to pass. Looking out in the flats for Taylor Graham. Graham tries to break a tackle. Dragging a man with him. Still on his feet over there as he hip-hop around up to the 27-yard line. A pickup on the play of 9 yards by Taylor Graham to bring up a 2nd down and 11.
Got near the original line of scrimmage now.
Without those penalty yards, that would have been a really great play. But now it's still 2nd and long with 2:49 to play in the half. Graham with some good moves over there to gain the extra yardage. 2 receivers to the left. Cody Anderson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Marable. Marable trying to turn the corner. He's getting chased down from behind and will be run down here by big number 70, Channing Ward. Ward with a good speed to come from the opposite side and take Marable back to the 22-yard line. A loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd down and 16. Marable was trying to get the play set up, and he was not in full speed as he was trying to get the blockers out in front, and Channing Ward just came from that opposite side and chased him down. Lucky he didn't lose the ball. 2:17 and counting in this first half on a 3rd and long here. You don't need to be too chancy if you're the Sockies right here. Get a couple yards, get the punt away. You don't want to give Athens another opportunity to get a score on the board here before halftime. They'll keep it with Cody Anderson running along the right-hand side. Anderson spun around and down near the 25-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. Timeout taken here on the Adams Fiber timeout now by the Warriors. And what will be a 4th down and 13 yards to go. 1:57 to play in the half. Sockies will be in punt formation when we come back.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
1:57 to play in the half following the Athens timeout. They'll have 2 timeouts remaining, while the Sockies are officially down to 1, as we'll get everything updated for you on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. 1:57 to play in the half. Bodie Marable in on the punt for the Sockies. Stands back near his own 10-yard line. And is that Harlan back to receive it or DiGiovanna? High snap. Marable does get his hands on it. Little rugby kick out to the right side. End over end, and it'll hit Caden Ferguson right near the 50-yard line. That's where the Warriors should get it 1st and 10. Right on the 50 they'll call it, and that's where they'll have it with 1:50 to play in the first half. And Athens trying to extend to a 2-touchdown lead before halftime. Sockies trying to hold it here and get the ball to start the second half. 1:50 to play. 2 timeouts still in their pocket for the Warriors.
Sockies need to prevent big plays right now.
Baker is under center for Athens. Double wing formation, single man out wide to the left-hand side. Puts a man in motion. He'll hand it off on the inside handoff. Ball carrier is stood up and finally wrestled down. Shy of the 45-yard line to the 46. A 4-yard gain on the play on a 2nd down and 6. And the ball carrier that time was DiGiovanna, was it not? It was.
4-yard gain, so.
Yes, sir. 2nd and 6. Clock moving here. 1:27 to play in the half. Baker under center again, a wide out to the left. He'll hand off to the second back through. DiGiovanna's got some running room, but closed in nicely by Dominic Cooper on the stop here.
Dominic put a pretty good hit on him there.
To the 42-yard line, a gain of 4 on the play, and it's 3rd down and 2. Athens wants to get quick to the ball here. Just over a minute to play in the half. See if they go the hard count. Baker puts a man in motion. He hands off up the middle. That's to Hahn. Hahn taken down short of the line of gain. Gained 1 on the play to the 41. It'll be a 4th down and 1, and the Warriors want to talk it over. Timeout taken here by Athens. Official timeout brought to you by Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with speed and reliability you need. Call or text them 217-214-3423 to join the winning team.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Adams Fiber timeout as Athens whistles their 2nd of the half. They're down to 1 remaining. 4th and 1 with 52 seconds remaining in the 2nd period. And it's a solid yard here as we look right at it from the booth here at Athens' home facility. They'll hand it off to the second back. That's Hahn hitting the backfield, and he is going to be short of the line of gain. In on the stop for the Sockies, Jake Otker with the initial hit. No gain on the play. This will be a turnover on downs with 46 seconds to play in the first half as the senior Otker came in with a big-time pop on the fullback. Let's take a look at that one on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Again, thanks to Sheila Davidsmeyer and her team at Northwestern Mutual in Pittsfield. They'll find them on West Washington Street. 46 seconds from their own 41 for the Sockies here. Watch Ocker come in and make the big-time play. And then a host of his teammates came in. The whole tribe in on that one. Cody Anderson brings the play in from the sideline. Trips right, a single receiver to the left. Anderson has Merriman standing to his left. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Merriman. Merriman has a tackler. It would be tackler in the backfield, but breaks it. Carries the man up across the 50, close to the first down. To the 49-yard line, a gain on the play of 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 1. Sockies still have a timeout, 30 seconds left. Will they get up and clock it? No, they're calling the play live from the sideline. Here they go. Anderson is back to pass, looking left, trying to set up a screen. Has it to Merriman out of the flats, but it's incomplete. Kind of a tough angle as he was trying to throw over the man. That will stop the clock with 18 seconds to play on the incompletion. It'll be 3rd down and 1 from the 49-yard line of Athens. Sockies get the ball to start the second half as well. Again, don't have to take a huge risk here and throw the ball into traffic. They've already had 1 pick six tonight. Trips right. Anderson is the single receiver to the left. Cody Anderson throws to the right. Has it to Graham. Has the first down to the 45-yard line. Sockies will spend their final timeout to the 45, a gain of 4 on the play. It'll be a first down with 11 seconds to play in the half. They would have liked to got it a little closer to maybe give Marable a chance on a field goal on this Adams Fiber timeout. Sockies will be out of timeouts for the half.
I saw Graham make one from about there during warm-ups, but it was off a kicking tee.
Marable, that is.
I'm sorry, yeah.
I call him Miller.
Now
you're calling him Graham.
Yeah, maybe Graham's going to hold it, so maybe he gets some credit too, right?
That would be, if they would kick it from here, he'd have to kick from about the 40.
Yeah.
What would that be? It'd be like an NFL record almost.
Yeah.
Could be
it
what
could be a 62-yard field goal.
Be what your
pretty good kick.
What your kicker for the Cowboys was kicking last night, right?
I don't ever know that I remember a
Marable and Aubrey both good soccer players. So
yeah.
I mean,
same level. I'm sure of it.
Well,
all right, Pittsfield's out of timeouts thanks to Adams Fiber for being the official timeout sponsor on Central Illinois Sports. Jonas Anderson, who started the game at quarterback, is split out wide to the left-hand side. Athens has one too many men in the formation here.
They got
the
him
timeout.
off.
Trips bunch to the right-hand side on the short side of the field for the Sockies with Cody Anderson in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Steps into his throw down the middle of the field. Hits Bodie Marable on the run. He's going to try to break it to the end zone. He's going to go. He's going to go for a touchdown. Beats the clock. Beats the defenders. And with 2 seconds to play in the half, the Sockies will go for 2 to try to tie it up.
that's a lot better than kicking from there.
Well, they just do that every time. It's a lot easier than putting. 45-yard catch and scamper from Cody Anderson to Bodie Marable, and Pittsfield will go for 2 to try to tie this thing up at 21 points apiece just before the halftime break. Wow, Marable really turned on the Jets there at the end and was able to take it to the end zone, running away from the man. Now Jonas Anderson in for the 2-point try at quarterback for the Sockies. And a big opportunity here to have some momentum going into the half. 13 seconds of the play clock as Anderson will set up under center. Stacked backfield, and we'll get a timeout now by Athens because Coach Knox says you really can't take them with you to the second half, so I'll go ahead and burn this one. On the Adams Fiber timeout, remember, folks, they've got blazing fast internet. It won't buffer no matter what life throws at you. They keep you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Visit adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423. That's 217-214-3423. Let's take a look at that catch by Marable for the touchdown here. Sockies maybe you thought would be their final play of the half without the timeout. Marable open, ball a little behind him, but able to bring it in, broke one tackle, and then just ran by everyone else into the end zone.
Marable showing off that speed there at the end as he ran away from everybody.
I mean, he's a big, strong, quick athlete. You know, he's got it all. And really like the opportunities the Sakis have given him and space to try to make some things happen. And that's what Dalton Barnes talked about. We got a lot of fast athletes. We're going to try to get them the ball. Marable now is in as a blocking back. Ocker and then Merriman behind him. So it's Marable, Ocker, Merriman in the backfield. They'll give it off to Nick Merriman. They'll fumble the ball. Really didn't have a chance, as I don't think he ever got it on the handoff, and the two-point try is no good. But it's a 2-point game with 2 seconds to play in the half. Athens 21, Pittsfield 19.
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Sakis will kick off with 2 seconds left here. I'd almost kick this one I'd almost kick it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Take the penalty. They're going to kneel it out anyway to prevent a long run back, and now they'll kick the ball on the ground. Man running right up the middle. The hole did close quickly. Got him on the ground, and we'll head to halftime. And the Little Jets Motors halftime show where the Athens Warriors lead the Pittsfield Sakis at the break, 21-19.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook. Stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Welcome back to the Little Jess Motors halftime show. A 21-19 lead for the Athens Warriors on top of the Pittsfield Sockies here at the break. Halftime stats brought to you in part by McCartney Storage, located on the north end of Pittsfield. Hey, winter's coming. McCartney Storage is a great place to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more. With affordable monthly rates, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Call Michael McCartney at McCartney Storage, 217-248-0011. Taking a look at the scoring drives from the first half of play. With 8:32 to play in the first, Pittsfield got on the board first on a 71-yard touchdown pass from Jonas Anderson to Taylor Graham. The kick after by Marable was good to make it 7-0 Sockies. Athens responded quickly at the 5:17 mark of the first quarter, a 7-yard run by Gage Hahn. He also had the extra point kick and tied the game up at 7 points apiece. Hahn would put the Warriors on top after a takeaway on an interception. With 3:01 to play in the first, a 10-yard run by Gage Hahn also made the extra point, made it 14-7 Warriors. Then a big interception, a pick six of 90 yards from James Jones came at the 9:55 mark of the second quarter. Hahn's kick was good, and the Warriors had a 21-7 lead. Sockies, though, got the last two scores of the half. At the 6:34 mark of the second, a 15-yard pass from Cody Anderson to Bodie Marable. The kick after was no good to make it 21-13, and then with 2 seconds to play, a 45-yard pass from Cody Anderson to Bodie Marable. The two-point try no good, which is how we arrive at the 21-19 halftime score. Athens on top of the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Justin's back with a look at your halftime stats after this.
Beard Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, proudly serving farmers since 1937. We know how important it is to your operation to keep you running. 4 convenient locations in Ashland, Arnsville, Pittsfield, and Hannibal, Missouri. Beard Implement Company, our people, your advantage.
Are you short on time or budget but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Exmark mowers are at B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers. American-made precision and power, backed by B&B's unmatched service. B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers in Camp Point, Illinois. Call, click, or stop by.
Cascom is taking internet speed to the extreme with our brand new Ultra package, offering speeds up to 2 gigs. Sign up for Cascom today, and for 1 full year, you'll receive $10 off per month, $15 off per month for 500 megs, $20 off per month for 1 gig, $25 off per month for our brand new 2 gig package. With speeds this fast and deals this incredible, isn't it time you saw the light? Call Cascom today or visit us online to learn more. 800-252-1799.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess, 3231 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. They are committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are met. Learn more at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them right across from Quincy High School. Athens has the 21-19 halftime lead, and Justin Poor has a look at your halftime stats.
Start with the Athens Warriors. They had 9 first downs. They had 146 yards rushing on 24 carries. Leading rushers were number 19, Talon DiGiovanna, who had 10 carries for 68 yards, and number 23, Gage Hahn, who had 12 carries for 78 yards. They had 1 pass that was complete to James Jones, number 85, for 13 yards from quarterback Kenneth Baker. They had one turnover, a fumble by Baker that was recovered by Colin Throne. They were penalized 3 times for 20 yards. Pittsfield Sockies have 11 first downs in the first half. Had 111 yards total rushing on 24 carries. Jonas Anderson had 1 carry for a yard. Nick Merriman's had 9 carries for 43 yards. Buddy Marable had 3 carries for 8 yards. Cody Anderson had 6 carries for 27 yards. Jake Ocker, 4 carries for 31 yards. And Jaden Moore had 1 carry for 1 yard. Combined Anderson and Anderson backfield has 7 receptions on 12 attempts for 169 yards and 2 interceptions, 1 by each quarterback. Leading receivers are Taylor Graham had 5 receptions for 88 yards. Buddy Marable had 3 receptions for 60 yards. Ryan Harris had 1 reception for 21 yards. Nick Merriman was targeted 1 time and did not receive the ball. Sockies have been penalized 10 times for 62 yards. And that is your halftime stats.
Thank you, Justin. The Little Jess Motors halftime show will continue on to look at some scores from around the area after this break on Central Illinois Sports.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect. Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire. At Geared Up, we specialize in offering a diverse range of apparel, spiritwear for your favorite team, caps, custom embroidery items, and a whole lot more. We offer top-notch quality products and unique designs, all with a customer-centric approach. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Whether you're planning for a big event, needing apparel to support your favorite team, or want to showcase your business with a variety of products, Geared Up is here to make it happen. You'll find us just off the square in Pittsfield at WeGearYouUp.com or by calling 217-407-4515. Windows and entryways are one of the most accessible ways to enhance the security and visual appeal of your home or business. Pike County Glass takes immense pride in our role of making our community a beautiful place to live. We make sure to design and install with your needs at the forefront of our mind. After all, no great service is worth doing if your customers aren't satisfied. Pike County Glass promises to create the products that you've always wanted to have for your property. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275, or visit PikeCountyGlass.com.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. A 21-19 lead for Athens on top of Pittsfield here at the halftime break. Let's take a look at the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard here at the half. We also can tell you that Camp Point Central leading Greenfield late in the second quarter, 24-0. The Panthers trying to move to 2-0 on the season. Decatur St. Teresa and Illini West are 7-6 at half, with St. Teresa on top by the single point. Carrollton leads Unity Payson 21-0 at the halftime break. Brown County has a 37-0 lead with 11:26 to play in the second quarter of their contest, as the Hornets are off and really rolling to a nice start this season. Calhoun leading Beardstown at the half, 41-0. Calhoun's got a nice squad once again, and one that looks poised to make a deep run. Quincy High leads Alton 20-0 at the halftime break. Glenwood on top 41-0 in their game at halftime. Quincy Notre Dame leads Alton Marquette 42-0 at halftime of their contest. That's without their head coach, and Jack Cornell is serving a one-game suspension. Central A&M of Moweaqua leads Shelbyville 14-6 at the halftime break. Trilopia 36, North Green 0 late in the second period as the Trojans look to win on Don Kemp Field for the first time this season. Also can tell you Normal Community leads Normal West 17-14 at the half. That's a big-time rivalry game up in Normal. Forest over Dakota up north 34-0 at the halftime break. Roxana leads Redbud 35-7, just a little south of here. In a contest there, just checking to see if there's anything else we can give you before we tell you that, hey, Maroa on top of Plains just before the half, 48-14, as it looks like Maroa Forsyth might be pretty good this year, and Coach Jost seems like he just keeps rolling them out, and they keep performing. The scoreboard brought to you by Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC, and, of course, we lost a good, strong member of our community earlier today, as Chris Nichols, the owner and managing broker of Ridgeline Sales Group, passed away. Chris has been a constant supporter for Central Illinois sports from the get-go. I think before we even really knew what we were doing with this thing, we had the Trash Queen scoreboard, we have the truck scoreboard, the PCRE, and then the Ridgeline. Chris could just never figure out which business he wanted to run that week, but they all were very successful and very beneficial to our community, and obviously Chris's accolades are well earned because of just the type of guy he was, a very giving man and a guy that didn't want a lot of attention on himself. He would do a lot of things behind the scenes, and you'd never know about it, and that was okay with him. But our community definitely lost a big member of it today, and we send our thoughts and prayers to his family and friends during this difficult time. Let's step aside on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. We get set for second half action after this.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Press Yours on You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For parents and students, get game day ready in our 1,400 square foot retail store, packed with spirit wear for 5 local high schools. Hoodies, tees, Letterman jackets, and accessories. We've got the gear you need to show your pride. Come see why Press Yours on You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours on You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook. And from our family to yours, thank you for supporting local.
In the struggle between weeds and grass, only one sale brings justice to your lawn. These are the deals.
I always feel guilty giving you some of these great deals. You can save $30 on select Farm and Home Supply grass seed, and a little goes a long way with X Seed for only $11.99, and feed your lawn with Scott's Liquid Turf Builder for $14.99. And roll out this 50-foot WeatherFlex water hose for only $14.99. And get this 30-inch fire pit for under $40.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon guys. To get it right the first time, Braden, Doug, Corby, and the Damon Plumbing crew can take care of you. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Just about ready for second half action as both teams are ready to roll here. Sockies will receive the second half kickoff. Let's take a look again at some of those highlights on the halftime stats and Little Jess Motors halftime stats. 21-19 our score. Athens with the advantage on the ground. Sockies with a big advantage through the air. Penalty yards been a problem for the Sockies, though. 62 yards in penalties compared to just 20 for the Warriors. Pittsfield will want to clean that up here to try to have some success in this second half.
2-1 on the turnovers as well. Also, like I said at the beginning of the game, that was something they needed to work on from last week, and already have 2 interceptions on tonight.
Just about ready as Athens will have it teed up to kick it off. They tried an onside kick and nearly got it the last time they kicked off, so don't be surprised if Ryan Knox would try to grab some of that momentum back to start the second half of play for the Warriors.
Would give Pittsfield very good field position if you don't get it, though.
Yeah, but if you do.
Oh, absolutely, if you do. We saw how that can turn a game very quickly at Camp Point Central in a playoff game a couple of years ago.
As they say, John, you got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them.
Ryan Knox has been around long enough to know all those things, too. So
he's a bit of a gambler in his own right. He really, I mean, you talk about coaches that really know what they're doing. Ryan Knox is one of those guys. You just have to have that feel. And some people can say, well, it's a gut feeling. Well, some of it's just you've done it long enough to realize, and you look at little tendencies that nobody else is noticing, and then you take those chances. And sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it doesn't. But when it does, it'll be very, very beneficial for your squad. Hahn has it teed up, ready to kick it off. He will kick this one high, not extremely deep, headed toward the sideline where Ferguson will watch it go out of bounds, and the Sockies will get it at the 35-yard line to start this third period, and they'll have the ball right after this word from Pike County Lumber.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First and 10 here for the Sockies as we get ready to roll with 12 minutes showing on the clock in this third period. Cody Anderson, the sophomore, has played the majority of the game at quarterback and is back there once again now with 2 receivers to his right, a single man to the left-hand side, and Nick Merriman in the backfield alongside him. Snap is a good one, given off to Merriman along the right-hand side. Hole closed up quickly after a gain up to the 38-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play. We'll bring up a second down and 7. We talked a lot last week about that young Socky line. They've kind of gotten their legs under them a bit this week. A little more push on the run block here.
Like even there, the hole closed up quick, but they did get a 3-yard push.
And the hole was there to start with.
Right.
Anderson now is by himself in the backfield. He's going to throw it out to Ferguson. High pass, but Ferguson able to reel it in, but this is going to go for maybe even a 1-yard loss as he just didn't have much blocking out in front of him. Going to lose back to the 37 and bring up a third down on a long 8 yards to go now for the Sockies. That ball was in the air for a while, too. Kind of a dangerous pass.
Yeah, trying to get the ball out to an athlete in space, but just took a little too long.
So third down and 8 on the 1-yard loss.
1-yard loss.
Trips left, single man to the right-hand side. Socky's trying to make something happen here. Cody Anderson's back to pass, looking left, has it to Graham. Graham tries to carry the defense with him. He's still fighting. He's going to have the first down. What a fight put up by Taylor Graham there. Just to want it more than the other guy. He picks up 9, and it gives the Sockies a first down and 10. What a tough hombre he was that time.
Taylor says, I could be a fullback coach, see?
That's that Milton toughness coming out of him right there. First and 10 with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it up the middle with Merriman. Ducks behind that big offensive line and takes it into Warrior territory down to the 49-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on first down to bring up a second down and 5. Nick's a quick young man, but he is not tall.
Yes.
About 5'6" or so. Oh, I thought they were bringing free cookies to us.
They're just putting the cookie oven away in our box here, Charlie.
Cookies are sold out, folks. 10:15 to play in the third. A whistle and a penalty flag.
There's a flag out.
Is laying near the ball where it's set, and what are they going to call here?
Somebody
Referees
talk after? Or?
Get together and talk about it, and it's right now a 2nd and 5, but penalty flag that was kind of nonchalantly thrown here. Taylor Graham thinks it's against Athens as he's pointing that direction. They'll call a personal foul, blow to the head against Athens, and that'll result in a 15-yard penalty and a first down. So that'll take it from the 49 down to the 34-yard line for the Sockies and bring up a first down and 10. Personal foul on a kind of almost a target was the call, but down to the 34-yard line for the Sockies, trying to drive and get this lead back here to start this third quarter. Single receiver to the left is Jonas Anderson. Cody Anderson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He had to go through his hands, and it is a fumble. He does dive on it back to the 40, but loses 6 yards. 2nd down and 16.
Cost him there, but that's the smart thing to do, to dive on the ball there.
Maybe just took his eye off it for a moment there.
It was a hair low on the snap, and it was a bullet. I think Dylan Leonard's done a really nice job snapping the ball for the Sockies in these first couple weeks. Here's a ball now batted down at the line by the Warriors that time. Getting a hand on it to break it up was Logan Scow, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and long for the Sockies from the 40.
3rd and 16?
Yeah, 16 yards to go here.
Quarterback switch. We got Jonas Anderson back there.
So now they go to the senior Anderson. He's going to keep it and try to run, try to turn the corner. And Channing.
Yeah, horse collar.
Yep, there's a horse collar. We were looking for that earlier, but got it this time, it looks like. Channing Ward was the man to chase him down. I'll tell you what, he's got good closing speed, and this will be called a personal foul, horse collar, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 1. So not an automatic first down. Remember, if you'll reflect with us for a moment, there's no such thing as an automatic first down in high school football. Actually, that was a face mask, boys. He had his face mask.
Wow.
He grabbed it around and whipped
Could have
that head
definitely
around.
been either one, but wow, that is a short walk-off, Charlie.
Why is it 3rd and 4?
Yeah.
15-yard penalty.
Because it was in the backfield?
No, it
it's
should
not
be
a
assessed.
spot.
It should be assessed from the line of scrimmage, and Dalton Barnes is asking that same question right now. Why is it not being assessed from the line of scrimmage? They assessed it from where the penalty took place.
They
That makes no sense. So it's 3rd and 4.
Raise the roof.
Ball's at the 25. Cody Anderson back in the shotgun. Now it's a bad snap. He'll get it, and he'll get pummeled in the backfield this time. Able to hang on to it, but going to take a loss back to the 33. A loss of 8 on the play, and it's 4th and – not 8, excuse me. A loss of 4 on the play, and it's 4th down and 8. Ball is resting right at the 32-yard line. Anderson with trips to the right-hand side, a single man to his left. Otker back there with him to try to provide some protection. Good snap now. He's back in the pocket, looking to the right, looking for Graham downfield. He leaps, and he is not able to bring it in as the defender does a nice job to break it up. That's DiGiovanna that time to break it up, and that'll be a turnover on downs for the Sockies with 8 minutes, 31 seconds to play in this third quarter. And a nice job by the Athens defense to work around a couple of penalties there and get off the field, as you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Pretty well thrown ball here, but Graham not able to bring it in because of the good defense. It was a one-on-one. He was the bigger, taller receiver on the outside there, but a nice job by the defensive back to break it up.
He was able to get hands on it. He just couldn't bring it all the way in.
21-19, Athens on top, and now the Warriors on the offensive side for the first time in this third quarter. I still think that penalty was misassessed on the face mask. I think that should have been assessed from the line of scrimmage, not from the spot. That would have made it a 3rd and 1. Instead of it was a 3rd and 4. And then the bad snap is what it is, but I don't understand how that's not assessed from the line of scrimmage. Now we get a whistle and a timeout by Ryan Knox, and he wants to talk to the official. And the official wants to
Say, Coach, you called timeout. Go talk to your team.
As much, and it'll be a timeout on the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll pause as well. 8:31 to play in the third on Central Illinois Sports.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy. Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Timeout was taken by Athens, their first of the second half on the Adams Fiber timeout. Reliable internet, whether it's game day or every day with Adams Fiber, visit adams.net or to learn more, I should say. First and 10 from their own 33 for the Warriors as Baker's under center. He'll hand the ball off on a delayed handoff here to DiGiovanna. Bounces off a couple would-be tacklers. Nearly breaks free out of the pile. Up across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain on the play of 4 yards, and it brings up a second down and 6.
Initial hits were made in the backfield. Just couldn't bring him down, and then he spun off and was able to gain good yardage.
Sockies are really aggressive up on that line, and you got to be careful not to get lulled to sleep here and see a little dump pass to James Jones. Baker under center, under 8 to play in the third. Puts a man in motion. He will pan it up at the middle. That's Hahn, and Hahn's off to the races. Inside Socky territory to the 40. Cuts back, waits for a blocker. Going to get chased down from behind. As Colin Throne will run him down, but not until he gets all the way to the Socky 25-yard line. A pickup on the play of 39 yards and a first and 10 for the Warriors. A huge run by Hahn, and he's really stacking up some yardage here tonight to go along with those 2 touchdowns.
Almost think if he would have kept running and not waited for the blocker, he might have had the touchdown, may have been able to run away.
Taylor Graham was right there chasing him down.
First and 10 from the 25 of Pittsfield now. They'll hand it off again to Hahn. Puts his foot on the ground, gets tackled after a gain of 6 yards on the play to the 19-yard line. Second and 4, and when those defensive backs are making a lot of your tackles, that is not a good recipe for the defense.
Too many yards on the runs.
Second and 4 now for the Warriors as they're on the move here with a 2-point lead and the football deep in Socky territory. Baker under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Hahn again. Why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He runs forward, has the first down to the 14-yard line. Another 5-yard pickup and a first and 10. And that offensive line starting to get some really good push here for the Warriors.
Hahn over 100 yards rushing and 128 yards on 15 carries.
So a fresh set of downs once again. Zane Perry was the man in on the stop for the Sockies that time, but Hahn with a good head of steam on him. Single man split out wide to the left-hand side is Logan Scow. Baker under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Hahn on the left side. He's got some running room. He's got a touchdown. Hahn's third touchdown of the night. This time it comes on a 14-yard run over the left side, and the Warriors take the 27-19 lead. Hahn did a bulk of the carrying on that trip down the field for the Warriors and is rewarded with his third touchdown of the night. So after the Warriors were able to stop the Sockies, they drove the ball right down the field. And on for the extra point attempt is Hahn once again to try to make this a 9-point game.
Hahn says, I can do it all.
Man, he's been a good player tonight, hasn't he?
He has.
Absolutely.
Hold down, kick up. Kick is good to make it 28-19. Warriors have the lead as Gage Hahn carries it in for Athens for the third time tonight, this time over the left side for the fullback. And with 6:26 to play in the third, the Warriors lead by 9.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2022 Ford Bronco has 12,500 miles, is priced at $39,500, and would look great in your garage or driveway. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
6:26 to play in the third. Athens with the touchdown drive that started at their own 33 and only took 5 plays to take it right down the field. Hahn with a 14-yard touchdown run to cap off the drive for the Warriors to make it a 9-point lead. Hahn now will kick this one off. The Sakis will have Graham at about his own 14-yard line. To the 20, now 25, trying to get to the outside. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet up near the 30-yard line here. And that's where the Sakis will start first and 10. From the 30-yard line on a good return by Taylor Graham. Has been a big player on both sides of the ball for the Sakis the last couple of seasons. And somebody's cramping over on the sideline. Is that Graham? With 6:17 to play in the third. Can't tell.
Might be. That's about where he went out at.
So Dominic Cooper is checked into the wide out. He's split out wide to the left-hand side. This is Jonas Anderson back in at quarterback for the Sakis. He'll take the snap, hand it off to Merriman up the middle. Dives forward to around the 33-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Merriman's had a good night. You'd like to see Otker get a couple more carries, too, the way he carried the ball.
Had a good first half.
Yeah, on his limited touches.
Yeah.
2 receivers to the left-hand side. No, as Graham was checked back in. They'll hand it off again to Merriman. This time he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No running room over the left side of the line. Gets to the line and no gain. And it's 3rd and 7 of the Sakis quickly into 3rd down here. 3rd down and 7 yards to go. Hey, want to remind you about our friends at the Riverbank Bar and Grill. Located on the banks of the Illinois River in Florence and sometimes in it. Your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and fun with friends at the Riverbank in Florence. Here's Anderson back to pass, looking downfield, and it was nearly intercepted. I mean, the closest man to it that time was Paxton Fitchen, and a punting situation here for the Sakis on a 4th and 7 on a quick 3-and-out. A drive that took just 58 seconds.
I believe that pass was intended for Marable. He was in the vicinity, but he did
it was
not
probably
know.
10 yards past him, though.
Didn't know.
It was definitely a high throw.
Absolutely.
Warriors look like they're going to come after this one, and Marable will sprint out to the right and kick an end-over-end kick, and Athens will get away from it. And the ball will roll dead at around the 38-yard line is where the Warriors will start first and 10 with 5:10 to play in this 3rd quarter. And Athens with a 9-point lead right back at it on the offensive side after the quick 3-and-out by the Sakis. Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank is here to help you with your next auto, residential, or commercial loan. Give Damon a call, 217-285-4404. Will we see more of the Gage Hahn show here? He's been a man on a mission so far tonight for Athens. They'll hand the ball off to the deep back. This is D. Giovanna. He is going to get out to the sideline here, all the way to the Saki 45-yard line. A pickup on the play of 22 yards on the first play from scrimmage on this drive, and a 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Tell you, they lull you to sleep at that fullback, and then boom, get one of those guys on the outside, and they've got good speed out there with D. Giovanna. Haven't seen Hurley carry the ball much, but he is a good blocking back for this squad in this wing T, which is something that's vital as well. Baker is under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Hahn. Big hole left side, going to try to cut back now, has the 1st down and more. Saki's trying to wrestle the ball out of his hands, but cannot do so as he's down to the 29-yard line. A 16-yard pickup and another 1st down for Hahn and company. He's really racking up the yardage now with under 5 minutes to play in the 3rd.
This is what the wing T does. Wears you down, wears you down, wears you down, and all of a sudden, those big plays happen.
Tell you, Brown County leads Pleasant Hill 51-8 in the 3rd quarter of that contest.
Speaking of a wing T team.
Here's a handoff to DiGiovanni once again. Breaks around to the outside, and Graham will get him out of bounds after a gain. Near the 21-yard line is where he's pushed out. 8-yard pickup on the play. Stops the clock, brings up a 2nd down and 2. Glad you're with us tonight here on Central Illinois Sports. You can also check out the Camp Point Central and Greenfield Northwestern game, getting ready to start the second half of that contest here in just a few moments.
Oh, boy.
Sockies are late with a man coming onto the field here. Austin Brown checking in as a defensive lineman. They'll hand the ball off to Hahn. Hahn ran to the right-hand side. He's got the 1st down and more. In fact, it'll be 1st and goal from the 9 after a 12-yard pickup. So 1st and goal now for the Warriors, and they're really churning out some yards in a hurry now here. Already leading 28-19 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, and looking to add on to that advantage here. 1st and goal from the 9. Now the Sockies are running a man off, and they might have to call a timeout. No, Athens will be a little slow here to get set up. 17 seconds still on the play clock. They'll hand it off to Hahn. Puts a foot in the ground and takes it to the end zone. 4th touchdown of the night. Gage Hahn this time from 9 yards out. And the Warriors lead the Sockies 34-19. Another touchdown run for Gage Hahn, and he's really putting together a nice night now for the Warriors with 3:54 to play in the 3rd. And now he's going to try to kick the extra point as well. And that momentum the Sockies had before the half has quickly evaporated with this Warrior group really coming out and doing their job on both sides of the ball. Hahn in, trying to stay perfect on the extra points. Good snap, good hole. Kick is up. It's deep enough, and it is through the uprights. Good for the extra point from Mr. Do-It-All, Gage Hahn. He takes it in this time from 9 yards out. His 4th touchdown on the ground tonight for the Warriors. And with 3:54 to play in the 3rd, they lead Pittsfield 35-19.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
3:54 to play in the 3rd. Warriors on top 35-19 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. And Hahn ready to kick this one off for Athens. Hahn has his hand in the air, ready to kick this one off. And the ball falls off the tee. It was tired. Taking a little nap. Gives us a chance to tell you about Pike County Concrete. If you need concrete for your next job or project, give Pike County Concrete a call. 217-285-5548 with locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville. Hahn will put his boot into this one. And it'll be taken by Ferguson. He makes a man miss. Now gets back to the outside. Looked like a big block in the back, and this man is going to be called for a late hit out of bounds.
Took him all the way to the ground, well out of bounds.
Yeah, Ferguson with a good return after putting his foot in the ground, out to about the 33, and this should move it out to about the 48-yard line for the Sockies with 3:47 to play in the 3rd. See where they end up setting the ball. Right at the 35? It should be the 32 or 33.
Like,
they're going to put it out at the 48. That's where Pittsfield will start with good field position of their own 48-yard line.
Coach Knox was unhappy with the call, but it was right in front of the man. Not really a difficult call to make.
Out to the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Cody Anderson back in as the signal caller for the Sockies. Jonas Anderson split to the left, trips to the right. See if the Sockies can capitalize off of the penalty here. Snap back. Looking for Graham on the quick slant on the inside. Stutter step makes a man miss. Now he's got a whole host of Warriors trying to take him down, and they finally do, but not before he gets to the 47-yard line. A pick up on the play of 5 yards on the quick hitter to Graham, and it's 2nd and 5.
102 yards receiving for Graham tonight.
He has been the main target for Pittsfield. He'll go out now as Marable is checked back in. Who's our middleman on this side, guys? Can you get a number for me?
I think it's
that Cooper?
Dominique Cooper. No.
14.
14.
That's Colin Bernard. Here's a handoff.
A flag coming in.
Penalty flag flies, and what do we got here?
There you have a
I think it would be a hold,
face mask.
face mask.
So the run by Merriman got to the 45 for a 2-yard gain, and then we'll get a 15-yard penalty and a 1st and 10.
Yeah, it was going to be either a hold or a face mask where it came from, so.
I was going to say hold 2 until he showed his face mask, so what do I know?
They only walked off 5.
I thought every face mask was a 15-yarder now. Did they change that rule again? To the 40.
This week.
Last week it was all 15s.
Last week they were all 15s.
5 this week.
They missed that meeting, maybe.
Trips left. Single receiver to the right-hand side. Anderson shouts out the cadence. He's back to pass. Looking left. Looking for Marable. Has it completed. Another quick hitter, this time to the 35-yard line. 5-yard pickup on a 2nd and 5. Good accuracy from Cody Anderson here, putting the ball right in the breadbasket of his receivers.
112 yards passing for Anderson so far. Cody, variety of Anderson.
Up to the sideline for the play call with 2:25 and counting in this third. Anderson is going to hand it off this time to Merriman up the middle, and he'll get swallowed up pretty quickly after a gain of a yard, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 4 from the 34-yard line. As here's Graham back into the contest for the Sakis.
Ocker checked in as well.
They'll give it to Jake Ocker in the backfield. He breaks a tackle, keeps rumbling forward, and he has the 1st down. Jake Ocker really running it well for the Sakis. A 5-yard pickup and a 1st and 10.
He's done a good job of getting the ball and running forward, not dancing in the backfield and getting tackled in the backfield.
He's a big, strong kid.
Strong. Another kid with a lot of speed.
He's put on some weight. He wrestled 157 last year and probably now up to about, I'd call it 180 or so, which is a good football weight for him. 133 and counting. Low snap. They'll give it off to Ocker. Puts his foot on the ground, makes a man miss right at the line of scrimmage. Carries it forward for a gain to the 25-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the 1st down play, and it's 2nd and 6. Sakis have definitely run the ball better tonight than they did a week ago against Riverton.
Concentrated a little more on running than they did last week.
I don't know. There was so much pressure at the exchange last week. It was hard to really do much. Here's Ocker again on a carry. Stretches out at the end. He's shy of the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4-yard pickup again to bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Kind of a bobbled handoff there. Did a good job of wrapping his arms around it and taking that for positive yards.
Under a minute to play in the third. Saki's down by 2 scores here. That's 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. But on the move here with a 3rd and 2 from the Athens 21-yard line. Anderson's back to pass. Looking, the ball is tipped up and nearly intercepted. That'll stop the clock and bring up 4th down.
Good job by Caden Ferguson to bat that ball away.
Yeah, that was thrown into a lot of traffic. 4th and 2 now. With 33 seconds left. Big play here for both sides in the last 30 plus of this third period. Anderson takes the snap, hands it off to Ocker. Ocker puts his shoulder down, but he's going to be short. They're going to give him forward progress to about the 20. He gained a yard, needed 2, and that'll be a turnover on downs. So a big stop for the Warriors on the defensive side. And a turnover on downs will give it to Athens at the 27-second mark of this third period. So the Warriors offense right back on the field where they've been rather successful in this second half. A 1st and 10 from their own 20. I'd say they'll run one play here, and barring a penalty or a touchdown, this should be the final play of the third. Baker will set up under center here for Athens. He will hand the ball off to Hahn. Hahn looking for some running room. Picks up a very short gain of about 2 yards on the play to the 22. And Athens will run this clock down. It'll be 2nd and 8 to start the fourth quarter for the Warriors. They lead the Sockies after 3 by a score of 35-19.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Cam Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
Hi, I'm Corey Grinke. We know trucks here at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville. We have Mavericks, we have Rangers, we have F-150s and Super Duties. Check us out at westtownford.com or stop in and see us at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Ready to start quarter number 4. Athens will have the football to start this final period, and they have a 2-score lead. 35-19 over the Pittsfield Sockies on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. 2nd and 8 from their own 22-yard line. Warriors now moving right to left on your TV screen. Single man split out wide to the left-hand side. Giovanna is the wingback on the left-hand side. He'll get the carry on this first play of the fourth quarter. Breaks a tackle. Then is taken down by Caden Ferguson and a host of Sockies. Up to the 27-yard line on the run. A 5-yard pickup. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 yards to go for the Warriors as we're just underway here in quarter number 4. Athens had a 2-touchdown quarter there to extend their halftime lead from 2 points to 16 points, and Ryan Knox has to like what he saw from his squad coming out of the halftime break. 3rd down and 3 here. Socky defense looking for some sort of a stop. Baker under center. He will hand the ball off to Hurley. Hurley is tackled right at the line of scrimmage. That's what Pittsfield needed to start this fourth quarter. It'll be a 4th down and 3 on a solid stop by Zane Perry that time for Pittsfield from the defensive tackle spot. And here comes the punt team on the field for Athens.
Are you surprised to see Hurley run the ball there, Charlie? He really hadn't run it much.
That's his first carry on the night. How many yards did he get on that?
None. 0.
All right, well.
0 yards on that. And Pittsfield will have Graham back to receive the punt for the Warriors. Their punter standing at about his own 14-yard line. Snap comes in. He does get it away here, and Graham will let it bounce and then get away from it. Get away from it! And it'll be down at the 37-yard line. That's where the Sockies will have it 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Sockies were closer than I was comfortable with.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you remember last year or not, but he picked up a couple of those where they bounced around, and then he's like, oh, I think I'll take this. Making me very nervous.
Mm-hmm.
We said he was Milton Tough.
You're saying you learned a lot from Danny Graham, huh?
Well, tell you what, you talk to Danny Graham at any time, you'll learn something. Might not be useful information, but you will learn something and probably laugh. Here's Cody Anderson back to pass, looking for Marable out of the flats, trying on the outside. Gets a good block out there from Ferguson out in front. Takes it up across the 40 to around the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 6.
Who carried it? No, I'm sorry.
Or 2nd and 4, I should say. It was pass to Marable.
Pass to Marable.
On a 6-yard play. They'll hand it off to Otker now. Otker wrapped up, taken down. Up across the 45 to the 47-yard line here.
First down.
Yeah, that's enough for a Sockie first down, the 4-yard gain. So another 1st and 10 for the Sockies after the senior running back Jake Otker churns out another 4-yard pickup. 1st and 10 from their own 47. Sockies take a glance at the wristband here. Trips left, single man to the right-hand side. Cody Anderson calls the line set. He'll fake the handoff this time. Good decision. Has a big hole Down to the left-hand side. Breaks into the opening now. First down and more. Still on his feet. Finally ridden down to the 33-yard line. A pickup on the play of 20 yards by Cody Anderson, and a Saki 1st and 10. And now we have an injury on the field as man for Athens is a little slow to get up over there.
Jones did a good job of chasing him down there. He might have got away.
Anderson, you see on the run here, really did a nice job. Graham did a nice job not blocking in the back there. As you see on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay on the big 20-yard run by Cody Anderson. Warriors were a man short, and they'll be able to run him on as the other man went off due to the injury. 1st and 10 from the Athens 33-yard line. Saki defense got the big stop, trying to get the offense to get a score on the board for the first time in this second half. Cody Anderson in the shotgun. He is back to pass. Little RPO, looking downfield, looking for Jonas Anderson, and it's incomplete. Kind of slowed up out of the gate and then tried to speed up and run the ball down. Just could not bring it in off of his fingertips. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. First time we've seen Jonas Anderson targeted on the night at the receiver spot. Clock stops with the incompletion with 9:18 to play in the third.
He's a big athletic kid. He certainly could be a target to pass to.
Jonas Anderson in the shotgun. He'll hand the ball off. That's to Jaden Moore. Moore with his best run of the night. Takes it to the 28-yard line. 5-yard pickup on the play. 3rd and 5. He said, man, I haven't got many carries tonight. When I get in there, got to make the most of it. Ocker has done well. Merriman's done well. Now Moore trying to make some things happen from that halfback spot. Anderson takes the snap again to Moore. He makes a man miss and then is taken down near the, what's that, guys, the 25? 3-yard pickup on the play, and it's 4th and 2. So 4th down and 2 yards to go on a big play with 8:39 and counting. Sakis need to capitalize on one of these. Anderson barks out the signals. Tried to get Athens to jump off sides. They did not. Another hard count. Now he looks to the sideline. Still 22 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap. Back to pass. Looking right. Looking for Graham. Graham has it. Now he's going to break away, and he might go, and he will for the touchdown. Penalty flag, though, flies. And what have we got here? Would have been a touchdown, but there is a flag on the field, and what is the referee going to tell us about this one? He will say it's a illegal block by the Sakis, and that will negate the touchdown. Let's see if we can see it on the Northwestern Mutual replay.
It was thrown awfully late for...
Let's see if we can see what happened here.
I don't know.
What did they...
It had to happen well behind the play.
Like maybe he was...
It was almost like they called that on Ferguson on an offensive pass interference, but let's watch it one more time. And the ball was already... Let's see if the ball is caught yet here. They might say he was already blocking there. I don't know, kind of ticky-tacky.
Kind of like screened the...
Yeah, kind of almost a pick. Although this is a problem now as it's 4th and 12 for the Sakis instead of a touchdown. Ball is back at the 35-yard line with the penalty.
Is that a 10-yard penalty?
Yep, 10-yard penalty on the pass interference. So 4th and 12, under 8 minutes to play in this contest. Trips right. Anderson's back to pass. Looking left the entire time, looking for Jonas Anderson, and overthrows him by about 3 yards, and that'll be a turnover on down. So the Sakis have a touchdown taken off the board with a penalty call, and with 7:49 to play in the contest, they'll turn it over on downs to the Athens Warriors, who will take over from their own 35-yard line. Tough break for Pittsfield, and those penalty yards, Justin, have really added up tonight.
Yeah, 72 yards now on, I don't know, got my paper flipped over on 11 penalties.
That was the first penalty of the second half.
It was the first.
And I'm assuming that's what they were saying was that Ferguson was blocking early, so they call it pass interference. I don't know, like I said, I thought it was kind of ticky-tacky. Here's Hahn up the middle. He's not ticky-tacky. He's a tough, strong kid on the run up the middle to the 40-yard line. Pick up on the play of 5 on first down to bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Warriors.
So not to question Coach Knox, because he knows a lot more than me and he has a 2-score lead, but I would have done that the last time on their 4th down play when they had 4th and 1.5.
Yeah, if and buts are candy and
Oh,
nuts.
I know. Hahn has not been stopped for less than 2 in a long time in this game.
Not in the second half.
2nd and 5 here. Warriors come to the line with 11 seconds on the play clock. Take the snap, hand it off to Hahn. Hahn changes directions and has a first down as he's to the 46-yard line, a 6-yard gain, and it's 1st and 10 for Athens. I want to remind you about Waters Concrete, Tim Waters and Company. They offer quality concrete for your next new project, whether you're looking to put in a new driveway, decorative patio, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete, ready to serve you. 309-252-1052. First and 10 for the Athens Warriors. They'll hand the ball off up the middle again. Hahn once again to the 48-yard line. Picks up 2 on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 8 for Athens. I tell you, Rushville Industry got a win over Rova tonight, 41-8. Let's see, what else have we got here? Maybe, if we can get the old scroll to work here. Q&D running clock won their game over Alton Marquette, whose program has really taken a tumble over the last couple of years. Calhoun beat Beardstown 41-0. Here's a handoff to Hahn once again. Stacked up after a short gain of a yard on the play to the 49, and it's 3rd down and 7.
There you go, John. You spoke that less than 2-yard into existence.
Can I do it again?
Haven't seen a fumble yet tonight.
I know, I was going to say.
We've seen one, but
haven't seen Hahn fumble the ball backwards 20 yards and end up with Pittsfield scooping and scoring. But
I mean, John, if you're that good, I need 5 white numbers and a red number.
Yes, that's right.
I've been buying those tickets, Charlie, and notice it's still available.
Notice you're still here.
Yeah.
3rd and 7 with just over 5 minutes to play. Warriors have a 2-score lead and trying to keep this drive alive right near midfield. They'll pitch it outside to Hahn. Saki's got sucked inside. Hahn's going to have the first down as he gets it to the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 8 yards on the play to the Saki 43 and a 1st and 10 for the Warriors as he's pushed out of bounds, which will stop the clock.
How many yards did he get on that?
Picked up 8 on the play.
8.
Needed 7, got 8.
Over 200 yards.
Wow. Big night for Gage Hahn.
203 on 25 carries.
That's an impressive stat line for this senior fullback for the Warriors.
And he's kicked every extra kick or extra point, and I don't think he's missed one of those yet either.
Good chance of being the homecoming king this year, too. Warriors are, I believe, the smallest school in the Sangamo Conference.
I believe they are.
They'll be a borderline 1A, 2A. Here's DiGiovanna on the right-hand side.
Good night for that young man as well.
He picks up 9 on first down here to the 33-yard line.
He has 116 on 15 carries.
So 2 carriers with over 100 yards and 1 with over 200. Wow. Really impressive stuff on the ground for Athens. And this is exactly with a wing T, what you're trying to do and what they've done many, many times.
Looks like
DiGiovanna going to come out and get a little breather here.
Yeah, he's got shaking his arm, might have a stinger.
Paxton Fitchen is into the game to play that other wing back. Warriors to the line with 15 seconds on the play clock. Double wing formation. Under center is Baker. Hands it off to Hahn. Hahn taken down on the outside this time. Good tackle by
Colin Bernard? No, Harris.
12 is Harris. Takes him down right at the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 1. Nice play by another sophomore. No gain. Saki's a junior class only has about 5 guys in it, so you hear a lot of seniors and you hear a lot of sophomores out there.
I mean, there's more than 5 guys in the entire class, but in the football class.
If there was only 5 guys, you would have a really good chance at being the prom king.
Or at least on the court.
About a 20% chance.
I think there's only about 30 guys in that class.
Yeah, there are not
total.
a lot, but.
3rd and 1 here. Baker hands it off to Hahn. Hahn on the left-hand side. He gets the first down. He's looking for a touchdown. Trying to make it a 5 TD night, and he'll be taken down near the 5. All the way down to the 5-yard line with an 18-yard pickup on the play by Gage Hahn. And a 1st and 10 for the Warriors. They're going to officially, Justin, put the ball at the 7, so call it 26 yards. And it's 1st and goal from the 7-yard line.
26 yards.
26 yards.
Okay.
The arsonist had oddly shaped feet. 1st and 10 for Athens. This snap will come with under 3 minutes to play. Trying to get one score and put the icing on the cake here. Hahn already with 4 touchdowns. Could he get a 5th? Under center is Baker. Hands it off to DiGiovanna along the right-hand side. Stiff arms and goes for the touchdown. Touchdown for the Warriors. And junior wingback Talon DiGiovanna. This time on a 7-yard scamper to the house. And puts the Warriors on top, 41-19. .250 to play. And here's Hahn to try to kick the extra point. He's been perfect so far. High snap a little bit here, but he's still going to be perfect because he puts that one right through the uprights to make it a 42-19 lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Athens with the advantage with .250 to play as you watch it live on Central Illinois Sports.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
At Eagle Valley Bank, we have many products and services to meet your needs. However, we don't have so many choices that you feel overwhelmed. We can customize your banking needs and develop a financial strategy that best fits your life. We offer 5 convenient full-service locations in Bluffs, Griggsville, Meridosia, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield, and you can also bank online at eaglevalley.bank. Eagle Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Warriors take the 42-19 lead with .250 to play on a 7-yard run from Talon DiGiovanna. It was a 21-19 game at half, and Athens has put up 21 in the second half and have pitched a shutout here against the Sockies so far. Here's Graham on the kickoff return. Gets a good block. Makes a man miss, still on his feet. Looking for more running room, and up to the 43-yard line for Taylor Graham this time, where it will be a 1st and 10 for the Sockies.
After the Saukee kick returners were able to catch the ball in the air, they've gotten pretty good returns. First couple were difficult.
Yep, 2:41 to play. Sockies have trips to the right-hand side. 2 receivers to the left as Cody Anderson's in the shotgun. Looking to the sideline for the play call here. Still 15 seconds on the play clock.
Now 10 seconds.
May see a timeout. Nope, they're just going to snap it with under 10 on the play clock. Anderson puts Ferguson in motion. Low snap. Anderson will just take off with it here. Cody Anderson on the run. Up to the 49-yard line. Gain of 6 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4 for the Sockies.
Saukee offense has been able to move the ball in the second half, just have not been able to get the big play on 4th down, especially.
Yeah, they had a touchdown. They got, I don't know. I mean, you can call it what it is. I thought it was kind of a mystery penalty. Here's a ball out to Graham. He had to kind of leap up to get it. He's still fighting for yardage right along the sideline. Gets it to the 46-yard line of Athens. 5-yard pickup. That'll be a Saukee 1st and 10. Got out of bounds as well. Taylor Graham having a big night on the receiving side of things with 2:03 to play. Sockies are home next week against Stanford Olympia, who's been a big addition to this conference.
Homecoming.
Yeah. See Ryan Harris checked in as a wideout on the right side here. Cody Anderson is in the shotgun. He's taken the majority of the snaps tonight for the Sockies, and now the left tackle moved early here, and that'll be a false start against Pittsfield, moving back 5 yards.
Penalties have hurt Pittsfield all night. So what is that, 78 yards?
77 yards. That's their 12th time they've been penalized, second time in the second half.
Definitely have to get better in that category.
Absolutely.
And a lot of them false start penalties.
Yeah.
Several false starts tonight.
Anderson is back to pass, has a little time, finds Ryan Harris on the catch. He's trying to fight for more yardage. Takes it to the 43 of Athens. Gain on the play of about 8 yards. Second down, 7 here. From the Athens 43-yard line. Back to pass again is Anderson, looking for Graham on the slant. Has the first down and more. Gets drugged down from behind to the 31. 12-yard pickup to Taylor Graham, and another Socky first down with under 1:30 to play. Socky's trying to get into the end zone here once in this second half and end with some sort of a positive right at the end of this game. 1:15 left. First and 10 from the 21. Call it 31, excuse me. They'll keep it up the middle here. Quarterback Anderson has the first down. Leaped over a man. He can't do that. They're going to call penalty. Just a play by an athlete, but it is illegal in high school football to leap over a defender. So instead of a 15-yard pickup, they'll call a penalty here.
What an odd play. To penalize a guy for making an athletic play that only put you in danger.
I can honestly say, John, in 4 years of playing football, I never was called for that.
You never carried the ball and leapt, huh?
He doesn't even know how to signal it.
Yeah, he's like, I've never called this before, but I know it's a penalty.
It's like, whatever this is.
It's jumping. He's just going to go like that.
He just kind of pointed and said,
you know, that was that. We all know what it is. There we go. We're going to call it that.
2 hops this time.
It was on them.
It results in a 10-yard penalty, so it'll be first down and about 8 here. So give him a 2-yard gain for Anderson.
Long way to run for 2 yards.
To the 29. Pretty good play.
It was good.
Pretty athletic.
Yeah, looked really good.
Trips right. Anderson back to pass. Looking deep. Downfield. Overthrows Harris this time. They'll bring up a 2nd and 8. Second and 8 from the 29. Clock stops, then completion. 46 seconds left. Merriman is checked back into the backfield here. Anderson's back to pass, looking right, looking for Graham. Graham going to be hit and break away from a tackle. Still get some good blocking downfield, but going to get a hold. And this one will get another touchdown. Caden Ferguson going to be called for the hold as he and his man were kind of tangled up in there. And while he was trying to hang on to that block, the man went to go away and fell down, and it was right in front of the referee, unfortunately. So this one will get negated.
It's going to be
penalty flag is at about the 15, so it'll move it back to the 25. So actually they'll get a 4-yard gain on that, and it should be a 2nd and about 4.
Again, a long play for 4 yards.
10-yard penalty on that?
Yes.
Yep, that's a hold. All right. 2nd and 4 from the 25. Clock should be moving here with 36 seconds left. It's not, though, of course. Trips left. Anderson in the shotgun. Puts Merriman in motion out into the flats. Going to throw it out to him with some blockers in front. Has the first down for the Sockies to the 19-yard line. 6-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be a 1st and 10 on Merriman's first catch of the night.
Second target, first catch, 6 yards.
25 seconds remaining. Anderson calls the line set. Back to pass. Has to roll to his right a bit here, looking for something downfield, looking for Marable. Throws it up to him, gets it to him at about the 11-yard line.
A little hook pass there.
Gain of 8 on the play to bring up a 2nd and 2, and that'll be the ball game. So that's the final play of the game as the Athens Warriors move to 1-1 on the season. 42-19. Saki's dropped to 0-2, and they'll head home next week for homecoming against Stanford Olympia. We take you to the Logan Ag post-game show, where we have final stats, and then we'll name our player of the game next.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield and Wildcat Car Wash in Barry keep your ride and even your pets looking their best while enjoying the easiest, most rewarding wash experience around, all while supporting your locally owned car washes. With the Touch4Wash app now available for use at both locations, you can earn points towards free washes, unlock discounts, and pay and start your wash right from your phone. Plus, we've upgraded with our new chemicals to give you the best clean and shine yet. Follow us on Facebook to stay updated on specials and promotions. Wash smarter, shine brighter, choose Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield or Wildcat Car Wash in Barry today.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook. Stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Welcome back to the Logan Agri-Service post-game show. Final of this one, a 42-19 win for the Athens Warriors over the Pittsfield Sakis. Warriors improved to 1-1 on the season, while Pittsfield drops to 0-2 on the year. Thanks to Logan Ag for being our post-game sponsor. Logan Agri-Service with locations in Griggsville and Winchester and Illinois, and in Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris on the Missouri side. Call Logan Ag for all of your agricultural needs, 217-833-2375. Well, the Sakis struck first of this one, got down a couple scores in the first half, cut it to a 2-point game at the halftime break, but Athens with a 21-0 shutout in the second half of this contest to claim the victory here on their home digs and move to 1-1 on the season. Final stats are brought to you in part by the Riverbank Bar and Grill, located on the banks of the Illinois River in Florence, Illinois. The Riverbank is your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and fun with friends. The Riverbank is open Wednesday and Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 to midnight, Sundays, 11 to 8, and you can also enjoy lunch on Mondays and Tuesdays from 11 to 1 at the Riverbank. For final stats here on the Logan Ag postgame show, here's Justin Poor.
Athens Warriors had 21 first downs on the night, 352 rushing yards on 46 carries for the game. Leading rusher was Gage Hahn, who had 27 carries for 229 yards. Taylon DiGiovanna also had 123 yards on 16 carries. They only had one lone pass in the first half, and that was for 13 yards to James Jones. And they were penalized 7 times for 70 yards. Pittsfield Sakis had 18 first downs on the night, had 169 yards on the ground in 42 carries. Leading rushers for the Sockies were Nick Merriman with 15 carries for 57 yards. Cody Anderson had 11 carries for 45 yards, and Jake Ocker had 9 carries for 49 yards. Jaden Moore rounded out the rushing with 3 carries for 9 yards. Sockies did a pretty good job through the air tonight. They ended up with 236 yards passing, 18 receptions on 29 attempts. Jonas Anderson threw 4 attempts and had 75 yards, and Cody Anderson had 25 attempts for 161 yards. Leading receiver was Taylor Graham with 11 targets for 123 yards, and Buddy Marable followed him closely with 7 targets for 79 yards. Ryan Harris had 3 targets for 29 yards, and Nick Merriman had 2 targets for 6 yards. Sockies were penalized 14 times tonight for 97 yards. And that is your game stats.
We'll have our player of the game presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris after this.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And how about a big night from Gage Hahn, the senior fullback, 227 yards. To go along with 4 touchdowns, kicked the extra points as well. Really did it all tonight for the Warriors and helped them claim their first victory of the season. Athens improves to 1-1. The Sockies will play host to Stanford Olympia next week at homecoming, who picked up a big win over Riverton tonight. I believe the final was 49-28 in that contest, the victory for the Spartans. For John Hull and Justin Poore here, I'm Charlie Hull, thanking you for joining us tonight on another Central Illinois Sports presentation.